Hello, folks. I didn't think I was going to be here today. I planned a day off. I planned to get lots of video stuff done. And then they released the patch at 10 AM this morning. If you're watching from Frontier, don't do this to me. No, I just thought I was going to have a nice day off. And then it all got ruined. Alex, thank you so much for the 28 months. 28 months, just in time to see some Sonoda dominance. Well, yeah, that is the thing, right? I mean, people might have missed the end of last stream, I realise. If you did, well, I've got news for you. Stuff's happening. Stuff is happening. Game, please load. Game, please load. Thank you, game. I'm not at Has anymore. I'm not at Has anymore. Yeah. I'm at Williams at the end of Season 3. The 2024 season is confirmed and concluded. And for the third season since we started this save game, Williams didn't score any points. Meanwhile, Haas are world champions. And I got a phone call. It was a desperate phone call from Mick. And he said to me, Jack, it's an absolute show here, mate. They're about to run down my contract. Please come in. Please save Williams. And I turned to him and said, Mick, if I come in, I can't guarantee that I'm going to keep you. And he said, that's a risk that he's willing to take. So here I am. We are now at Williams. Mick has 2 weeks left on his contract. There is going to be a referendum in the chat shortly. There is going to be in fact, we kind of need to do the referendum now. It's an important decision that has to be made on, do we keep Mick Schumacher for next season? Spureye, are you able to set up a poll that lasts 10 minutes? And are you able to set it up so that people can use channel points to pay for or against Mick being kept? Could you please set that up for me now? I will say, chat, I did some testing of this database last night to make sure the save file worked as intended. I haven't tested it on the new patch. I tried some stuff where I kept Mick and I didn't keep Mick. There's a pretty good chance that even if we don't keep Mick, he will stay on the grid. I had to do some testing stuff just to make sure the save game was actually going to work fine for next year. And I can confirm Mick is likely to stay on the grid if we don't keep him. It wasn't an 100% hit rate in the 10 tests I did, but it was about, I think there was only one save where he vanished. So, yeah, there's lots of stuff happening. This is the Mix It referendum. Are you Mick in or Mick out? Let's be honest. He's been crap for them. He's been crap for us. I don't really want to keep him. He would... I'm pretty sure he'd get a drive somewhere else. And ultimately, I feel like, for me personally, we need a fresh slate here. We need to burn it all down at Williams. Like, the staff are all have their contracts running out too. Only James Irwin has a contract for next season. The start of today's stream is about burning it all down, as far as I'm concerned. I'm lighting fire to a match. I'm throwing it on a pool of petrol or something. Jason, thank you for the 26 months. Evening, Jack. Looking forward to seeing Mick win the title within 3 years. I mean, the people are going to speak here. The people are going to speak. After watching him for a whole race, I never want to watch him again. I kind of feel the same. How many channel points per vote? I think 2,500, if we can. Sagitru, sorry, I can't read. Thank you very much for the 4 months. And RMN99, thank you for some with the Prime. Welcome aboard. Sheeny redeemed a hydrate. The poll is being set up, chat. The poll is being set up. Are you Mick in or are you Mick out? The poll is live. This is the Mix It referendum. This is the biggest vote that we will ever have on this Twitch channel. In fact, I'm going to tweet out the fact this is happening so that people can't complain they missed it. Are we keeping Mick at Williams? I don't really want to keep him. I think we can do better without him, is my honest opinion. And I've had 5 races with Mick and 1 full race this year. That was enough. Right, this vote will decide it. This is the Mix It. I have no idea how this poll's going to go. It's very close. I will say it's very close. Why is it 2024? Because we are doing a continuation of our Haas save game. Through the power of mods, everyone, we can move teams in our universe. So we are at Williams. I have been told that when I go into next season, Williams' expectations might be a bit broken here, but they can be modded easily back to where it should be. So if we have like a season objective next year of like top 6 or something, that might get lowered down because they've not scored a point in 3 years. The reality is they are in a worse position now than they were at the start of the save game with the actual kind of car itself. They have the worst car. I know you go, no, it's 19th, it's not the worst. Yeah, the reason it's not the worst is because car 2 is the worst at everything. Right, chat, not prediction. The poll is live on should we keep Mick. Mocko111, thank you for gifting out a sub. That's very, very generous of you. And also, GBX MC, thank you very much for subbing for 2 months. I'm excited for like this new kind of chapter of this save game. The fact that we can keep it going in the same universe. So we'll have all the same memes, all the same drivers. Bashir and Russell should hopefully still be at Haas. It's currently 50-50 in the voting. Do I get the deciding vote if it ends 50-50? This is the mix it. Do we keep Mick, yes or no? We watched a whole race of him and it was tragic. I don't want it. I don't want it. The poll is close. I feel like you guys are just manipulating the poll to get it close. Chat, this is a 10-minute vote. This is the most serious thing ever. I'm going to go to this scene just so that, you know, for the YouTube watchers, they can see the general thoughts of the people here. If you want to plead your case to fellow voters, you know, you can campaign for or against Mick via the chat. Keep Mick to torture Jack. No. No. How do you work the mods? There is all guides and stuff on the GitHub page. I realise, Spurright, do you have a link for the mods? I can send you one on Discord. So maybe we can set up a command, because I assume people are going to want to be like, how can I run some of these mods to change teams and stuff? But yeah, you can edit it. You run your save game for a script kind of rewriter that basically applies stuff to the save game to change it. What I will say is it hasn't been updated or touched since the update, so I don't know if it's working right now on new save games. And that is worth mentioning. We are on a new patch today. There is a brand new patch. Tyres have been updated. Car performance bits have changed. Bat markers getting out of the way is changed. We're a bat marker. We're going to be in the way. That's fine by me. Don't fix it. But yeah, there's the new patch out today, so chat, do we keep Mick? Yes, he's winning. No. This is not right. This is not right. Mick will stay on in the sport. He will. Look, we could get in a new driver. I don't want Mick in. I want to burn down this Williams team. I want to get rid of Yuki. I want to get rid of Mick. I want to get in new drivers. Is Doohan's contract expired? Doohan's contract's expired. We can just rebuild it all. Hi, silly question. How do I know if the new patch is installed in my game? In the bottom right on the main menu, it will say 1.6 for the game version. I'm sorry, Jack. I just spent all my points on no. Look. What is it? Mick in or Mick out? Do we keep Mick? Yes or no? We're halfway through the time of the mix it. It's currently 50-50 in percentages. It's 350 votes for yes, 350 for no. It is very close. There is 1% in it. Who are the other drivers we can bring in? Good point. Let's have a look. I think this will get updated a bit after a continue or two. Like Lando Norris? Piastri? I think Piastri is currently the Red Bull reserve driver. Getting Piastri and Norris. We could do a shoey. Maybe I won't do a shoey. I shouldn't even jokingly promise that stuff. I mean, we could get in Sargent. We could give Sargent a chance that he never got with us at Haas. How good's Behrman in this segment? That's a good point. Behrman could be a really good reserve driver. Where is Behrman? I can't see him right now. He might not be realistic, but still, it will update, I think, a little bit in a continue or two when we get to the end of the season. Are we Mick in or Mick out? He's just not very good, is he? I mean, look how far down this list by ability he is. I'd get Nick DeVries in. Maybe not. Karazi89, thank you for the 4 months. Chat, the vote is literally tied. The vote is literally tied here. This is a massive monumental vote. I hate the fact it's at 50-50. I hate the fact it's at 50-50. How is this 50-50? I'm just asking. It's unbelievably close, folks. No, he's chugging. No, he's chugging away. Have I voted? I haven't voted. I can vote no. Do we keep Mick? No. I want him to go somewhere else. And also, thank you to everyone paying their taxes to G, as well as voting. Piastri would be fun to get, although I've seen a lot of people have Piastri. It's interesting that in this universe, he is the Red Bull reserve driver. He's probably quite cheap because he's the reserve. Does he start off high? Can we see? You can't see his potential. Maybe I should be scouting him. I feel like everyone's got Piastri, though. But I'm sure there'll be other drivers that come available. Like Lando Norris could be a pretty sick pickup. Just Shepherd, 10. I'll include the 10. That seems important. Thank you very much, Justin, with the tier 1. Welcome aboard. Duan and Piastri, why so early tonight? England playing the football at 7:45. Originally, I wasn't going to stream today. But then they released the patch today, and I said I'd stream the day of the patch. And I'm a man of my word. I'm a man of my word. I will definitely be getting rid of Sonoda, I think. Definitely, I think. That's good logic. Is Duan good? Duan's not bad. Duan is literally better than Mick. Is he actually better than Mick? Sorry. Duan is literally better than Mick and is our reserve driver. Mick has better smoothness. That might matter on the new patch with the new tyre wear stuff. Chat, there's about 2 minutes left on the poll. It is still 50-50. It is still 50-50. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. Duan is doing great for me. That's what I want to hear. As I said, so for people just coming in a bit late, we've got a vote going on for Mick right now with a poll. We are, well, deciding if we keep or get rid of Mick. When I've done some testing, Mick does stay in F1, even if he gets kicked out of the team, and I don't renew his contract. I had to do some testing to make sure that the modified save game actually worked. Although I've not had a chance to test it on the latest patch, I have to assume that nothing's changed that is going to have broken it. We'll find out together. No, he's just edging it out, but there could still be a late swing with the paid points. Just as a reminder, you can vote more than once using channel points. Mick is and will ever be trash in this game. It's sad, but it's a fact. He won't help us get better with Williams. I mean, I think you're singing from the same hymn sheet as me. Yes is in the lead again. Yes is taking the lead. Chat, there's 30 seconds left. Yes is in the lead. It's 589 votes to 571. Get Mick out. Mick out. Hashtag Mick out. Chat, this is going to come down to 1 or 2 votes. I can't believe how close it is. I can't believe how close it is. There's 5 votes in it with 10 seconds left. Hashtag Mick out. I'm begging you for Mick out. I think it'll make a better stream, but I know that you guys also want to make me suffer. I think we can get in Lando, we could get in Piastri. Something magical could happen. Chat, the vote is about to close. You've got 5 seconds. The points are just going up and up and up. Yes has it by 2 votes. By 4 votes, could it swing late? Oh my god, it's so close. The no's have it by 8 votes. Do we keep Mick? No. 961 votes to 953. It's tighter than Brexit. It's tighter than Brexit. But you know what? We're going to trust the will of the people. Also, I agree with them. Batzaro contributed 132,000 channel points to that. I hope that was for no, otherwise you've used a lot of channel points there to not get what you wanted. Chat, you voted as a hive mind. Mick is out. Mick is out. I'm tweeting it. He's gone. The will of the people will be obeyed. It's the tightest referendum. The mix it. Hashtag mix it. It was very close. 9 votes in it. Mick's gone. He's gone. Wave goodbye. Bye. Avida saying, tschüss. I don't know what we do now. I guess we should probably sort out the staff situation, but I think we want to go forward to the day where contracts actually expire, which is in 2 weeks. Hire Teo. Teo could be an option. I'm just wondering, should I be scouting drivers? Like, I probably should be scouting, like, Lando, right? Who else would be good here? I think Piastri. We'll scout Piastri as well. Don, thank you for the 100 bits. Mix it and you quit. Yeah, it is also... Yuki will also be going, but I don't think you guys care as much about that. A random regen can't be worse than Mick. That's also true. I mean, Albon's there. Albon's interesting, but I don't think he was that good at... Well, I'd say that. He got taken out. He was in first, wasn't he, for the last race of the season? And then he got taken out. I don't have any scouts free at the moment, so I can't actually scout him. Which is a shame. I don't know if there'll be... there might be more drivers available here as well. When we get to the actual expiry date. When is the expiry date? 1 week! 1 week and he's gone. Now, this is a little bit concerning, but we shouldn't get fired for this. But the game does think that I've critically failed as Williams' boss. This isn't me. This isn't my doing. That I didn't do this. This was before my time. I have inherited this mess. Bring Russell back to Williams. I'm not going to be able to sign Russell from the Haas. There's no way he'll join us. I can't believe the Mick's gone. Lanky Midget. Thank you very much for the resub. 27 months. That's like 3 pregnancies. That's how I manage things in my life. I do it by 9 months rather than 12. Okay, so regulation changes. Everything is about to get lower. Is there new drivers available yet? No. I think it's one more continue. Imagine you have to replay the last 5 races. I'd rather not. Can't wait for you to get fired and have to do the last 5 races of the season again with Mick. Can you imagine? Okay, staff changes. So this is the day where stuff changes up. Yuki's got a year left. We have no second driver and no reserve driver. I think this is a burn it down scenario. This Williams team in 3 seasons hasn't scored any points. Like, I am very much of the mindset here that we have to burn this down. Like, so our technical chief, his contract's expiring. Donna Best, you're not the best. You're 76 rated. You're going. Even Jego's contract's going here. Is there anyone good here? Oh, chat. Should we get Simone back? Friend of the channel, Simone. Now, for people going, who's Simone? He was our old guy at Haas. Our old man. I'm not paying you 3 million, mate. I know we're old friends and we go way back. We'll bring the Haas lot with us. Well, the ones that I got rid of at Haas at one point. Does he want to join us? I've lowered his wages there compared to what he wanted. That's a good start. That is a good start. Emeth, thank you very much for the 100 bits. Been enjoying your F1 Manager Has VODs on YouTube the last few weeks. Keep up the good work. Thank you. You're very, very kind. And if this is your first time watching live, well, welcome aboard to the live stuff. Right, Rester's in. You could say the Rester's history doesn't work. I'm not paying you 3 mil, mate. Offers him 3 mil. I meant 3.2 mil, because that's what he asked for originally. Right, head of aero. Is there anyone good here, head of aero-wise? So our current one is Donna Best. How much is Donna on? She's on 2.4 million. Do we get in Alessandro? Is it Cinelli? I think it'd be Cinelli. He looks very aerodynamic. Anyone else think he looks aerodynamic? Or maybe it's just me. He looks aerodynamic. So Donna's on 2.5, so we're probably going to have to give him more, but I'm gonna be cheap because you guys know me. He's the best of the ones we can get. I feel like there's not that many good head of aerodynamics. He hates me. He hates me. How much was Donna on, chat? Was it 2.5 Donna was on? He looks like he lied to get his last job. Maybe he did. He hates me. He's still... Donna was on like 2.5, I think. I think I'm just going to have to give him the same amount. I mean, he's worse, right? But I'm just cheap. Okay. I mean, he's way better than Donna, and Donna's on 2.5. I'm going to be more reasonable. I'm going to go 2.6. Been in before, but most of these months are gifted, I think. Oh, Emma, thank you very much for resubbing. 6 months. You must be magnetic to gifted subs. I mean, I respect it. I don't really want to give him much more. I can't give him any more. He's unhappy with me. Next! I think if we wait a day, some people will become free agents. Because these guys haven't left us yet. I remember last season, right, when we were looking at drivers, you guys said I should wait for a certain point for drivers to be listed as free agents or something. It is a mod, Pip. Yeah, you can mod your save files running a script. Is it the 31st I need to go to or something? Press continue one more time. I'll trust you, chat, I think. Is this a mistake, me trusting chat? Because at the moment, it's only showing, like, people who are already at teams. I think we go... Do we go forward once more? Yeah, I think it's once more. There's, like, a thing where it shows people as free agents. Idle engineers. Can we even do research right now? Oh, we can. Chat, what are we researching? Okay, look, our car's really bad, and we can only design 3 parts at once. Do we just become an underfloor Andy, like previously? Also, they did update how the sliders work. You have 19 days to research it. Oh, never mind. Well, we're not researching anything then. I hate this team so much. Would I have even had time to research anything anyway? I've not been at the team long enough, right? Trust the people that are saying 31st. The 1st is too late. Okay, noted. Oh. Who's been scouted here? Oh, Piastri and Norris. I mean, Piastri is only a reserve driver at Red Bull. Is he good? Those stats are ridiculous. I realise Facecam's not in a good spot, is it here, chat? Let me help you out. I need to copy my existing Facecam. Paste duplicate. I hope I'm doing this correct. Chat, I'm doing this live. This can end badly. Oh, there's 2 of me! It's fine. It's fine. Everyone remain calm. There we go. That smoothness is not good, though. But everything else is pretty mad. I guess we could just put everything into smoothness. I mean, his actual racecraft is awful. I realize the Facecam covered this bad stuff here. On the new patch, I feel like smoothness is going to matter more as well. So chat was saying I should go to the 31st. Is today the day? We keep getting different inbox items. I mean, I feel like Doohan might be worth keeping as our reserve. Maybe? Is Doohan worth keeping as the reserve? He's got 6 days left on his contract. I probably should make a decision. Like, he looks pretty good. Like, if he's happy to stay as our reserve, I'll keep him around. 3 years as reserve, he might hate that. I mean, it's so cheap, the reserve contract. No, he didn't like the pay. I kind of think I want to make it short to like 2 seasons. I don't want to give him too much. Oh, he hates me. He really wants that 3 seasons. I don't want to pay too much more than what I'm paying him now. Okay, that should be fine, right? Okay, I'm going to renew that. We're not to Mick's not being our reserve, chat. I want Mick on the grid for another team or not at all, you know? Okay, the ATR period ends soon, but we can't do anything about that. Okay, so staff this is the day. This is the day that matters. He's gone! Flush the do. You guys really do adapt well to new situations, don't you? Hashtag flush the do. We did a referendum on Mick. And he's gone. We did a referendum. The people voted. And I will respect the will of the people. We now also have some gaps at the team. Is there good aerodynamic guys available? Jared Murphy. He's good. He's really good. I don't know how good he is, but 85 rated. How much was Thingy best on, chat? 2.5, wasn't it? I don't know how much we should give this guy. Let's start here and see what he says. He looks really good. Sean Dye, thank you very much for the 11 months. He hates me. He hates me. How much was that best on? You reckon 3 mil, chat? I don't want... Last year, I really did make a hash of the contracts, didn't I? Let's go 2.5. That's what we were paying our previous employer. I'm too cheap. Should we just give him 3 mil? 2.85. Okay, I'll give him 3.1. I'm being greedy. Chat, I'm a greedy person. He hates... Right. He's very, very good. Like, he's way better than the other options. I'm going all out. 3.4! How much does he want? I don't really want to get... I'm umming and ahhing about how much to give him. I realise when I buy emergency engines and stuff, that's an extra $1 million. So umming and ahhing over 1 million salary per year is so dumb. I buy extra gearboxes like they're nothing. Oh, he loves it. I've overpaid. I don't care. Hire. Get him in. It's an overpay. But I need good staff. I need good staff here now. Because the existing staff are bad. We're burning it all down, what's here. So we've got Simone back. We've got Jared Murphy. Do I want to get rid of James Irwin if I'm replacing both drivers? What race engineers are there? Oh! Oh! Giampiero. I can never say Lambiasi's name correctly. What's the nickname thing that everyone does to shorten his name? There's the nick... What is the nickname he gets given? I'm replacing everyone, Dan. This Williams team haven't scored a point. Do we just call him GP? He's very good. 87! How much do I give him, chat? How much is that other guy on? How much? I feel like I still don't really know the wage scaling. Okay, he's on $1 million. So how much do you give this guy? Because he's way better. 2.5? 4.5 mil to start. 3 mil to start. You guys are very kind of split. I'm giving him 2 mil. If he thinks I'm being cheap, then I'll reconsider. I'm going 2 mil to start. It has to be. It's like doing the TV volume. It has to be a good round number. Did I set 1 year for his contract there? I'm an idiot. If I cancel the proposal... If I cancel the proposal, can I then extend it again? Chat, I did this last time. Do I just sign him and extend it later? Well, cancel. I don't want to I'm hiring him. We'll start the new contract for another year later. I'm not risking it. Chat, it's not right. It's not like me to do that. He says, having done it like a few months ago. Do we want to get rid of James Irwin? How much is James on? 980k. Thing is, there's not that many better ones behind him. Maybe we wait for a year. Because if I get rid of James, I'm only going to be upgrading by someone who's like a few points better. Burn it down. Chat, you are speaking my language when you're like, burn it. Hugh Bird's only 35. Does that mean he has like way more potential longer term? Maybe we get in Hugh Bird. How much was James on, chat? I literally just checked and I've forgotten because I'm Potato brained. I'm gonna give Mr. Bird here a 1-year deal. He's a bit of a stopgap. It was about $1 million, right? Okay, it was about 900k that James is on. I kind of want a 1-year deal here. He hates me. He absolutely hates me. I mean, maybe we just keep James for a year and look for his replacement next year if they hate this. I had to give him 2 years. It wouldn't be that expensive to replace if I need to replace him next year. All right, we're gonna get him Mr. Bird. I've decided. The bird is the word. Okay, new staff are in. Now the big thing, drivers. This is the Haas Save Continued Hunted Raptor. We are in the Haas universe for people tuning in. We've moved teams. You can do that through the power of mods on PC. Or at least you could as of the previous update. People are spamming Lando. Leclerc's available. We can't afford Leclerc. Fernando. Lando's very tempting. Lando's mad. He's well-rounded as hell. He's very good. Wolfsbowski, mate, thank you for the 5 months. Bring Teo in. Is Teo even an option? I don't think Teo's showing as a realistic person to sign. Behrman's there, though. Oh, is Pacher's not considered realistic? No interest. It hurts. It hurts. I kind of want to get in Lando. 12 million! That's a lot of money. It's probably worth it, though, to get actually in a good driver. I mean, we've got loads of money. How much did Ocon want? Ocon's there, but is it... Maybe I'm going to sound a little bit Brexit here, chat. I have no idea what Ocon's wages are. Maybe it's a bit Brexit, but do I want a French driver driving for my team? Do I want a French driver driving for my English Williams team? I don't think I do. I'm not getting Kevin Magnussen. Let's not be ridiculous. I think Lando's the one. Race target bonus. He's not getting 4th in races consistently, is he? In the near future. I'm going to be cheeky. 4-year deal. There's no way he's going to want this lower too much. 4-year deal. 10.5? And no race target bonus. Lando's a silly move. I don't think it's a silly move getting Lando in. Lando's very good in game. And we have the money. No way you get him. Silly move for him, not for Jack. I mean, to be fair, McLaren have been awful the last few years. All? Chat, we might be able to do that. This might be doable. This might be doable. Surprisingly doable. Oh, 11. 11? Let's go to 11. 11 mil's not cheap. If we can get a cheaper driver alongside him, I think it'd be very, very good. Lando, please. Not worth it. I think he is worth it. Am I doing that? He has 1 year left on his contract at McLaren. They've been an absolute crap box for the last few years. I think we do that. I don't even think we need a vote for that. Because I don't, like, we saw, like, Lewis move over, didn't we? Like, last year on 27 million a year. I'm hiring him. I'm doing it. Oh, chat. We have Lando Norris, who has not had a good time at McLaren. We've got Doohan. Do we keep Yuki? I don't think we keep Yuki. I want to burn it all down. Doohan might be the one man that survives. Leclerc's available, but there is absolutely no way I can sign Leclerc. Should we try? Should we try? I want to know what wages he wants. Based on how I've played this game previously, he's going to want like 18 million minimum. I want to put into perspective how good getting Lando was for the price. Let's find out. I'm not actually going to be buying him for this price, just to be clear. We're going to have to get in a younger driver. Piastri is who I'm thinking we go for, to be honest. I just want to know what he thinks of that contract. Okay, so he turned down 17 million there, and he's 90 rated. Lando Norris is 2 ratings low, and we've got him for 4 million cheaper a year. You know what? I feel happy about the Lando deal now. So Piastri is currently the reserve driver at Red Bull, and he's only on 500k, so I think we could get him kind of cheap. I mean, Awas has developed quite well in this universe, but I don't have a scout report on him to know exactly how good he is. This guy looks interesting. No. It's a joke, chat. It's a joke. I feel like I want a prodigy, you know? Everyone's now going, Dennis Hauger! I mean, Doohan's very good. Maybe I don't need as young a prodigy, but someone who's kind of on the much younger side would be interesting. Piastri's logical, but a lot of people have Piastri. Sargent, get the bear. Thing is, I don't think Behrman is better than our current reserve. Unless, could I promote Doohan? I guess there's not a way I can now move him, because he's just signed a new deal, he doesn't want to change his terms. Because Doohan would actually be a pretty good number 2 driver right now. People are saying Zhou. Zhou wasn't very good this year. I feel like Zhou had a lot of mistakes in him, chat. I mean, Ocon's a free agent. How much do you reckon Ocon's going to want? I don't... Like, Ocon is an amazing driver, but I think our car's so bad it doesn't really matter who we stick in it for the first year or two. So that's why I don't really feel like it's worth putting a load of money into, like, a second driver. Plus, I don't think the money that we pay someone like Ocon short-term is worth it. I mean, Albon's available. Albon was leading that race with AlphaTauri. How much do we reckon? Albon probably makes more sense because I think he'd be a lot cheaper. Apparently they made an offer for him in April 2022. I think if we can get Albon for a good price. By a good price, I'm talking... I feel like if I can't get Albon for 3 million, I'm better off getting someone like Piastri. Because Piastri is going to be so cheap. I assume it'll be comparable to Peugeot in terms of cheapness. But I don't know what Albon's going to want as a free agent. I'm going to be very, very cheap here, chat, and see what he says. He might be very offended by this. Albon starts on 6 mil. Yeah, I know, chat. I know. I don't want to give him more than like 3. I've not seen that much of people playing the game. How do people feel about the Piastri stuff? Because apparently, and I don't know this for them, apparently Piastri is a bit of the go-to driver for a lot of people. But I feel like Piastri is just the best option right now for us. Because he's just rapid. And he's young and he's a reserve driver, so he'll be cheap. Benjamin Sesko of F1 Manager. I mean, that isn't really putting me off. He's quick, but he crashes a lot. I mean, I can relate to that. Yeah, on this patch, his smoothness might be bad. I feel like we've got in the big driver I wanted, to be honest, in Norris. Now it's about just getting someone alongside. Alonso for a year. I don't think I can afford someone like Alonso. But here's the reality is, chat, that this first year, our car is going to be crap. Our car is going to be so bad, we're not actually really going to be racing anyone. So bringing in an older driver on a one-year deal just makes no sense, because by giving them loads of money, I don't have the money to actually put it into improving the car. So I feel like I need to get in someone who's a bit younger. I mean, Behrman's interesting, because Behrman, I think, is actually sick in game. But obviously the issue is that I already have Doohan as a reserve, and I'd kind of rather have Behrman be the reserve and Doohan be the number 2. Stroll, maybe? I don't... This might be a weird reason not to sign Stroll. Please tell me if it's a weird reason. I don't really want to sign Stroll, because in real life, there's not ever a world where he moves to a team that his dad isn't in charge of. How's the patch so far? I've not done anything on it, Addons. Addons. Go with the bear. Chat. I shouldn't do it. I shouldn't do it. Nick de Vries. Give him the chance, Jack. Our car's going to be so bad for this first year. Behrman is very, very good. How much does Zhou want? Where was Zhou? I mean, the other option is just to keep Tsunoda. Does Tsunoda have good radio messages in game chat? Chat, I don't want to break hearts here. I'm not getting in. I'm not getting in Latifi. I'm sorry. The GOAT is not joining us. I'm just sad that Pichot doesn't want to join me. I mean, Lewis Hamilton. Apparently the team made an offer for him last year and he turned it down to go to McLaren. 12, I can't give him 15 million. I've just talked about the fact I can't afford drivers. I want to see how much Piastri would cost. Piastri makes the most sense by a mile. I'll give him a 5-year deal on 600k, and I want to see like what if he considers that. That's it's very good. Thing is, to everyone saying everyone gets Piastri, I don't really watch other people play this game. So I don't know if it's boring or... Well, everyone's saying it's boring, but is it... How badly... does everyone use him? Another Piastri. I mean, I would do it. It's a ridiculous deal. And it's the fact we're signing him for Williams 3 years. You got to remember, chat, we're 4 years into the future. We're about to start our 4th season. Let's set up a poll for this, Spur, right? But you got to remember, we've started a save game here where we've been at Haas. Piastri's been the reserve driver at Red Bull for like 3 years. Or 2 years, I think. So it's a bit like... It's a bit of a bit different situation in terms of the fact he's actually in his 20s. He's actually already kind of developed. Okay, chat, the poll is up for if you want to give your thoughts on Piastri. I know, I kind of get the argument of, if you've seen other people do it, it's probably not that engaging. But equally, I've not used him at all. it's 4 years into a save game. It's kind of a bit of a different situation. And also, as someone mentioned, he's not really been min-maxed because the AI's developed him, so they've not solved his smoothness. His smoothness is still really bad. I mean, yes is quite comfortably ahead. I think I'd do it, chat. It makes way too much sense not to do it. Can we remove the channel points from voting? I don't like removing the channel points, and it's slightly flawed logic, but I'd like to think most people get it. I want people who watch the streams more regularly and naturally accrue channel points to have a larger influence on the vote. There are some regens in this game, Cool Q, but they've not really been that good in this game so far. I think he's the best option by miles. His first 20 dev points are going into smoothness, aren't they? I think thousands of them. Thousands of development points are going into smoothness. Right, chat, the poll is pretty overwhelming. I'm going to hire Piastri. He's not been developed very well in this save. Well, I say he's not been developed very well. He's not been min-maxed like a human would. Like, the AI has not touched his smoothness. Can you now move teams? We are using a mod. Well, it's a script that you run your save games through on PC that allows you to move. Okay, so we've got new engineers. So GP is going to be with Norris, and then Hugh Bird is going to be with Piastri. I think that makes sense. I mean, it looks like a good team on the face of it. But this is also a Williams team that has a terrible car. So we've done staff. Is there anything else I need to do? Maybe facilities? I'd like to upgrade the design centre, but do I want to spend 18 million upgrading the design centre in the off-season? Why swap? What happened? We won everything. And there's a new patch. So it's a nice kind of cut point. I think we upgrade the design centre. Because only being able to design 3 points at a time is really bad, and also it gives us 15 engineers, which is nice. Right, new season, chat. Now, I have been warned, I mentioned this before, so we've used a script to move teams at the end of a season. I've been warned the board expectations can be a bit funky here, so I might need to edit them at a later date. Because this is a Williams team that hasn't scored any points yet, and the expectations might be off, is what I've been told. Right, okay, so merchandising, that's fine. Race simulator event. I don't want Piastri doing these appearances. Lando's going to make the appearances instead, so Piastri can focus on being in the sim and actually developing. And we'll do the same here. I'm sorry, Lando, you're not going to get as much time on the track. Oh, that's the control performance is going to be reduced. No, get rid of that. Get rid of that. I was thinking it was the same as this one, where it's the experience is paused, but it's not. So we ain't doing that one. No. We'll do that. That's all the obligations we need to do. Piastri gets time. It's going to be fine. We get money. And our starting balance is 8.8 million. That's not a lot of money. I assume we're going to have enough money to buy a new engine for whatever engine we go with. Oh, God. Chat. Engine. Engine. What's the choice? We were with Mercedes. In real life, would I have the influence here to go, we're taking a Ferrari engine? It's what I had at Haas. It's what I trust. I'm not sure. Boffag, thank you very much for the resub. He don't know nothing about Williams. I follow him 3 days. He have zero skill. He don't know how to read the situation. So we're already with Merc, which is very expensive. We could go with Red Bull. Or Renault. Is Renault good? But the thing is, I actually want to develop the car. Have I got to accept, chat, that this year we are going to be a bat marker? Our car is going to be awful. Am I just accepting this year is about saving money to buy upgrades, and then next year we have the money to actually get a better engine in? Thing is, any additional engines I take are going to cost $1 million. And because the durability's bad of like the gearbox and stuff, I'm going to be paying more money for that stuff anyway. Oh wait, is that the percentage at which when it gets down to that durability it starts to struggle? I never know with this stuff. I feel like the Renault lacks power but is more consistent. Red Bull? Now everyone's saying Red Bull. The chat don't know how to read the situation. Williams Renault, it is a throwback. Red Bull maybe gives us the best of both. Because it has a load of power, we could tactically take our engines. High speed, high cornering tracks and hope that we'll have fresh engines for those races. Red Bull eats ERS and you only get 2. Yeah, that is a problem. Trust me on Red Bull. Everyone's saying Red Bull. I drink Monster Energy drink. Am I allowed to have Red Bull engines? Am I allowed to have Red Bull engines? I feel like I want to save money and Renault probably makes sense. If the plan this year is to absolutely tank and just focus on developing the car and having money free for the car, maybe taking Renault's the best play. I think we go Renault this year. It's bad, but we kind of know it's going to be bad. I drank Monster and worked for the New York Red Bull, so... I mean, look, Chuck, you're a braver man than me. Right, chat, here's a question. There is another mod that I could try using it. I've not tested it on the new patch, but there is another mod that randomizes the race calendar. Now, I could quickly give it a go. It takes about 2 minutes to run. Is it worth giving it a go? Would you guys like to see the calendar randomized? I suppose that's the question. So that Bahrain isn't the first race. The races are in a bit of a nonsensical order globally, but it adds a bit more variety to it all. Right, okay. I'm going to quit the game and try running this. I don't know if it works with the new patch, so we'll be testing this ourselves. I feel like I've done 3 seasons with the exact same rotation. And so with that in mind, like, I know that I just want to develop high-speed cornering for in the, in the summer. So I feel like variety is the spice of life. I don't know for sure that this is going to work, so I am going to just back up the save game and stuff. Just so I've got a copy of it. Let me run the script. So it's race, save 17, custom calendar, no, shuffle calendar, save 17, run script. I think that's done it. We'll find out in a second when I load up the save game. Were there any new regulations? It was just a generic everything gets worse. Oh, Don, don't worry. I've backed up the save game. We'll see if this has worked. What's going to be the first race on the calendar if it's worked? I haven't tested it on the new patch, so it might not work anymore. Why is this bit so loud? Is anyone else excited to find out what we've been given? I'm going to assume it's the top one. We'll try both. That says Bahrain. They both say Bahrain to start. We'll go with the top one first and find out when I load it. If it's not this one, it's probably the one below. Oh, we're starting in Brazil! Right, chat, it's a big moment here. Are you ready for the calendar reveal? Are you ready? Are you ready for the calendar reveal? I want to be on this. Okay, so we're starting in Sao Paulo this season. We then head to Austria, the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. Then it's Spa, Spain, Bahrain. Where's the finale going to be? France, Dutch, Miami. Oh, Miami followed by Azerbaijan and followed by Singapore. It's little street sections of the season. Then Monaco after... It's literally the 4 street races back to back. That'll be a fun couple of streams. Then we're at Monza. Then we're at Jeddah, Silverstone, Budapest, Mexico, Yas Marina, Suzuka, Canada, USA. And we end in Australia. We end in Australia. Does it impact probable weather? I'll be honest, I have no clue. It will add to the chaos. We'll find out. Oh yeah, chat, we've got the new driver lineups. Has Mick found a drive? Oh, has my season objective changed? Yeah, I got told this might happen. We might need to update this, chat. I could do you want me to run? I can literally run the script now and fix this now. Should I do it again? Should I do a quick thing? I could do a quick thing now. Because basically, because we've modded ourselves in at Williams, the game gets very confused. And it now wants us to finish 5th or above. And we're not going to get 5th or above this year. They've literally not scored a point in... I'm just going to close the game. They've literally not scored a point in how many years? How many years have we been in this save game? A lot of years. How many years, chat, have we been doing this? Right. Let me take this thing. Da-da-da-da. And do people want a tutorial on this, by the way? I'm going to set our expectation to be to finish ahead of Aston Martin with as being a point scorer in 3 years. I believe in the start of the save game, normally with Williams, the aim is by 2024 to be a point scorer. So I think that is the most logical thing to go for. Right, okay. I've run the script on that save file. Hopefully that's now worked. It's pretty quick to do as well. It's not too complicated a thing. I can definitely do a tutorial on this. I wasn't sure if it'd work with the new update. Well, I assume it still works. Well, if we get to Brazil and everything's broken, you can all point and laugh at me. Right, and then if we load this save game again, hopefully all the board expectations are updated. It should say 9th finish, points finisher by 20. Bloody hell, chat. This is good, innit? So this is now fixed as far as I'm concerned in terms of its pretty realistic expectations for the year. So I think at the start of a regular save game, first season, it's 9th for Williams, and then the long-term objective is points contender. I think that's probably where we're going to be at. What's happened with the YouTube save with Alpine? It will be back soon. I'll be honest, I was meant to record a video of it today, and then the patch released today, which meant it changed my streaming plans and stuff. My plan is to do it. Hopefully have a video out Wednesday of Alpine. Right, there we go, chat. I am a hacker man. So I've updated our expectations to be points contender in 3 years. Given the fact that Williams have not scored a point in the previous 3 seasons, that feels reasonable. Right, we have the team rosters here. We have the team rosters. Are you ready? This is a big moment in the season. Has Mick found a drive? I don't know why I expected to see him at Hassel Ferrari. Okay, so Pichère, Russell, Sargent, that's not changed. Those are the same teams. The Pichère project lives on in spirit. Leclerc did decide to stay at Ferrari after thinking about leaving. Okay, chat. Red Bull and Alpine. I mean, Magnussen's still on the grid. That's good. This is very tense as we slow roll this. Right, Magnussen is still on the grid with Tsunoda. And the reserve drivers are De Vries and Vasseur. So Piastri was replaced with De Vries. K-Mag's still around and he's with Yuki. That's a fun team, isn't it? That Alpine's really fast as well. That's going to be terrifying. That is... Right, next. McLaren. I've got Albon. Alfa Romeo, I've got Danny Rick. And Guan Yu Zhou and Pierre Gasly at McLaren and Alfa. Chat, where is Mick? Mick, please. I hope Mick's still around. He could have... Okay. AlphaTauri still have Vettel. Bottas is still at Mercedes. Now, AlphaTauri and Mercedes have both moved drivers on here. So these are going to be 2 different drivers. Oh, chat! It's beautiful! I'm tearing up. Mick gets to study with Vettel at AlphaTauri. I'm feeling that's wholesome. That's very wholesome. And Mercedes is Ocon and Bottas. The legend of Mick lives on another year. And he's reunited with Seb. Wait, does that mean Hamilton's retired? Maybe. Awassa is back up at Mercedes. Vesti, unless Hamilton's gone to Aston Martin here, he's retired. Oh. Wow! They put Behrman in their car immediately. We were looking at him. There's a pretty high chance here that Hamilton will retire. Same with Alonso now. Neither of them found drives. So they will very, very likely retire during this season. Vettel's just decided not to retire to look after Mick. I'm all for it. Any big shocks there? Behrman's interesting that they got Behrman on the grid immediately. Is that the first kind of proper rookie we've had promoted up? I think it is. Fair play. Behrman. First kind of proper rookie who's not really a reserve driver or anything currently in F1 who's cracked the grid. The fact that Perez didn't get sacked, I can only assume he had a year or two left on his contract. Vettel wants to retire IRL and spend time with his family, and this saved Mick is his family. It's wholesome. Right, we've got GP in. I need to get his contract sorted at some point, because I might have accidentally given him a year-long contract. Does anyone else like this grid? I'm a big fan of this grid. I realise you can't see half of it. There's not too many crazy shocks. If that Alpine car is as fast as it was previously, those two are going to be terrifying in it. Gasly and Danny Rick stuck around. McLaren's got Albon and Guan Yu Zhou. That's not the strongest team for them. I'm a fan. Alpine might have the fastest car, but just crash constantly. They might be the wild card that help us out. So we've got Brazil to start the season. That's going to be interesting. I mean, we are going to be a bad car for the first year. This first year is probably going to be one where there's some races where we are just on super fast mode. Right. Start the season. We're going to design some stuff. We really just have to get a better underfloor and stuff, I feel like. I think underfloor is just too powerful. At least we get loads of wind tunnel hours. Remember when there was that vote chat on changing the regs and I was talking about the fact we should screw Williams? Glad we didn't do that. Let's hope your new chassis won't have any major brake or engine cooling issues. It's already bad, to be fair. But yeah, we have got the grid shuffled for the year. The schedule shuffled for the year using mods. Do we go for just lots of high-speed performance with the floor? I mean, we're still bad is the issue. I think we go for the route that we took with Haas, which is we really, really focus on kind of high-speed cornering. The other question is, now that they've rebalanced the sliders a bit, so when you actually slide them, it does cost more. So do we re-allow slider usage? Did it change the cost that much? It changed the cost a little bit. They have rebalanced the slider cost, which I think is going to influence how the AI uses bit. But I'm not sure. Has anyone played the new patch much? A bit, but not much. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll tweak it slightly, but I won't go crazy dragging everything to the right. Wandering Bolt, thank you very much for subbing with the tier 1. Welcome aboard. Remember to do all parts intense so you get better parts over time. Yes, that is definitely something we need to do. I'm going to do a little bit of moving it around, chat. I'm not going to just drag everything to the right. But I think there's like a middle ground that we can find. Right, we only have 10 engineers for now until the design center is upgraded. But I think we put 4 drivers on this new underfloor. 4 drivers. 4 designers, although that's 67 days. We could get an upgrade before the first race if I put enough people on it. You know what? I'm going to put 6 people on this underfloor to get it done for the first race. And then I think we design a front and rear wing, splitting the time, and then 2 engineers on each. Is that the play? Does that make sense? New patch is interesting. Doings managed to bid it at least once in the last 5 races. That scares me. Hate what they've done with the tyres in the last patch. I mean, they've made it a lot more realistic now, which I think makes it harder to go long, and as a back marker, you're going to struggle a lot more, which I think is probably good. Chat, are we going all out on the high-speed performance, or is there kind of a middle ground we should be finding here? I mean, all these parts that we bring really aren't going to improve all that much. At least to begin with. Like, it's going to be loads of little improvements because this car is bad. I think maybe we go with low speed, so we're kind of getting a balanced start with all our parts. I mean, if we could just get better than Aston Martin to start the year, that would be good. All right, 2 engineers on that. Of course, we're upgrading the design center, so we will have more engineers as the season goes on to upgrade stuff. But yeah, for people coming into this kind of stream, we are with Williams. We're actually in the 4th season of this save game. I've done 3 years at Haas. We win everything. So with the new patch coming out, we've used a mod that allows you to move the teams that you're managing. We've also used a mod that shuffles the race calendar, just add a bit more variety to the season. This is really, really improving. Is everyone else's rear wings really bad? That's weird. Hey, Insays, I'm glad you enjoyed EGX. Was I there for the whole weekend? No, I stayed Thursday, Friday. I came back Friday in the end. I felt like I'd seen most of what I wanted to see those days, and I just had loads of stuff to get on with anyway. But I hope you had a good time at EGX, dude. It was great to like meet up with people and just answer questions and stuff. Chat, what are we going with here? Seems like everyone's rear wings are awful. Maybe this is the good part. Maybe this is where Williams' development went the whole time. I'm gonna, you know what? We're binning off low speed. I've decided. I'm going back to my roots. We bin off low speed importance. Okay, so current projects. For the start of the new season, we will have a new underfloor front wing and rear wing. I think that's okay. It's really interesting that the AI didn't do more about Piastri's smoothness. Like, what does Piastri's smoothness start at, chat in game? I feel like it's bad, but I feel like it's barely gone up in 3 years at Red Bull. Like, they've just not touched that for him. I have so little money, by the way, to actually improve other stuff. It's weird. Williams' facilities are so good, but I think the design centre, which is the most important one, is one of their worst. The team hub. Should I just refurbish it? It affects weekly experience gain of staff. I don't know if that includes drivers. I don't think it does. Well, the new patchwork, if I'm already a few seasons in, it will, Jagar. Yeah, the only thing that won't apply is some tweaks they did to the starting facilities of teams. I don't want to. I'm not going to touch that. Boardroom. We'll refurbish this. Hospitality area. Improves their team attractiveness. Weather centre. The bloody weather. Update the weather app. Chat, that's what I'm spending my last 3 million on for now. So Jack has sacked Mick twice now. I didn't sack him this time. I just chose not to renew his contract. It was great to meet you at EGX after your talk. To jog your memory, I'm the one who got excited about your legs. Lots of people on Twitter were surprised I had legs. Even though I show my knees on stream all the time. That's a weird sentence to say. Yeah, in terms of money, chat, we do have no money right now. I hope we're profitable during this pre-season, because otherwise we're not going to actually be able to install any of the new parts or actually manufacture them. Which could be an issue. Oh, this is satisfying watching us go forward. Oh, the weather center's upgraded. Right. A new scout. We literally don't need to scout anyone. Upcoming driver. Concetta Morelli. So regen woman. I don't know why I've said it like it's weird to have female drivers, but it's cool that in this game you get the female regens. I wonder, like, how has anyone had a save game where, like, the AI has taken on, like, a regen yet? Like, how many years does it take for the regens to actually happen? There's women in my video game. Get them out. I'm kidding. If you genuinely think like that, give your head a wobble. Where was she? I've lost her. I want to find out more about she's actually good. 49 rated. We'll get a scout report. Why not? Let's find out more. So if you didn't know, you can actually spot a regen because they won't have nationalities in game, which is a bit weird. I think I was in year 7 and there were 2 70+ rated regens. Yeah, I feel like they come through slowly but surely. Are there any new regens? Yeah, Carlos Leonard here. This guy's a regen. He's 18. Is there anyone who's like particularly good? This guy's 19 and quite highly rated. If I just put it to age range of this and sort by ability, chat, Pacher's so good, isn't he? Is he considered realistic now? No, he doesn't want to talk to me. He doesn't want to talk to me. Jack Crawford's a real driver. I literally knew that. I'm just going to go through all these quickly. Rather than read their name, I'll just click through. Are any of these regens? Someone's going, I know that guy. I'm sorry, I don't know all the F3 drivers, I'll be honest. Andy Marsh. He's 59 rated. He is really, really bad. Yeah, none of the regens are very good, it feels like. Why didn't I sign Lewis? He wanted way too much money. He was on 27 million last year. Yeah, you can just keep going forever in this game. There's no limit on the number of seasons. There is no limit on the number of seasons. I'm excited to have Brazil as the first race, because Brazil's normally quite chaotic. Also, did the... Okay, the designs are done in a couple of days. Right. I think we'll have the capacity to manufacture all these parts, which is nice. Was it rear wing? Oh, it's the rear wing that was done. I kind of want 4 of them. 12 days. Perfect. It's not even that expensive. We're fine. Can you change teams now? You can't officially, but using mods you can edit your save file to move teams. Your Zandvoort race has been posted by F1 Manager Twitter. Is it actually? That is a very funny race. It's very, very good. Do and add development points. Oh, bloody hell, chat. We'll do that in a second. Right, okay. I don't want to look at the testing results because I already know we have the worst car. Does the update not apply in save games? It does. The only thing that doesn't apply is some changes that they did to facilities that occur at the start of the save game. Chat, quick announcement. It's not a game mod. It's a save file mod. It doesn't actually touch the video game itself. Thank you, Don. I'm presenting it in peasant terms. I will probably do a video chat in the next day or 2 on how you can edit your save file like I've done. I kind of want to make sure it all works fine on the new patch. Like, we're doing all this stuff. It could have broken everything and I wouldn't know yet. But my understanding is from the people who played it quite a lot and tested it on the previous patch, the save file mods worked fine. And given the fact it touches the save file, not the actual game files, I'm pretty confident that it won't be affected by at least the most recent update. Can I afford to build this new underfloor? We might be in a world chat where... How much does this underfloor cost? Oh, okay. I can afford it. Is it actually going to be done? 14 days. I have to rush them. But that costs more. Does it cost more? Total cost? I can't afford that. Right, chat. I'm going to normal build 2, then we rush build 1. Hey, 13 Ran. How you doing, dude? So we can go back to Haslayer too. Yeah, with the mod that allows you to move, with the save game mod that allows you to move teams, you can move to any teams. Obviously, you can't move to Formula 2, but any F1 team you can theoretically take over. Okay, we've got more money, everyone. It's all fine. Okay, let's just sort out our staff here because they have development points. Right. Rester. Oh, he's 83. What a bloke. I realise I should be putting it into underfloor. We're going back to our roots, chat, where we were just putting everything into Rester's underfloor. Murphy is mad. He is going to help us with our development of parts so much. Let's work on our drag reduction. I feel like we're going to be tailing cars and using DRS a lot. Hugh Bird, he has he has as bad a communication skills as I did in my last relationship. 59, that's going to have to be the focus. He's getting better too. What a bloke. Then GP has a point as well. You can work on your communication too. So GP and Lando are going to be working together. They're kind of our best race engineer, best driver. Hopefully that gets us the best results. Right. Front wings are manufactured. It's all coming up Millhouse. Can we design new parts? Did you guys say the new ATR period had started already? Oh, it has. Bloody hell. Right. More underfloor chat. I feel like you just go all out on underfloor. I feel like underfloor is just the thing that gives you a big advantage. And because we finished at the back of the grid last year, we get so much wind tunnel time to get as much performance out of it as possible. Do we just go high speed again? The thing is, whilst this is all improving, by the time it's come in, other teams will have improved as well. More cooling, please. No. We don't deal with the cooling automatrix. I know that you love your cooling, Sunshine, but I'm not a cool dude. Also, I don't have more engineers yet, which is a bit sad. If I do it on intense, it'll be ready for before Bahrain. That'd actually be a pretty good circuit to get it in for. Oh, I have insufficient funds. I can only do normal. Chat, we actually cannot afford to develop the car. It's fine. Well, just do that. Let's do it on normal. I hope we have enough money to build a spare underfloor. Otherwise, we're going to be turning up without a backup underfloor, knowing that if we crash, we have a problem. Idle engineers. I can't afford to do anything with the engineers yet. We are Williams. We are bad. I spent all our money on a new design centre. Reach Q2. That's cute, isn't it? Chat, I can't. There's literally no point in taking any of these because we are going to be so bad. Accurate forecasting 2 months. The race is today. Always does this at the start of seasons, I've noticed. I'm scared. I'm scared. Right. Should we get the parts on the car? Front wings. Now, my question here, chat, is we've got a new underfloor, right? Do we put it on one car and leave a backup in reserve? Or are you better off putting it on each car? And then if they have a moment, they're going to have to put on a different spec part and take a penalty. Sao Paulo in March, we've run a mod, a save file mod on this save that shuffles the calendar just because I was bored of doing Bahrain at the start of every season. Also, someone's pointing out, Jack, save the game. Good idea. Oh, yeah, development driver points. Development points, right. I mean, it's really boring here. We are just going to be putting smoothness on Piastri, because when he was in Red Bull's academy for the last 2 years, they didn't teach him how to be a smooth criminal. And Lando, I think I want to just work on pace. So I think we'll just work on cornering and reactions and alternate. How would I rate this out of 10? I'd give it a solid 7, but I've not played enough on the new patch, which fixed a lot of the things that are a reason I'd give it a 7 over something better. Oh, chat, qualifying's going to be so depressing here. Right, how does our car stack up now? We really are a one-trick pony. We really are. We are a high-speed cornering pony. Is it a good strategy? Probably not. But this year, we don't. This year is basically a year where if we get points at any point, chat, we have a party. Does Doohan have points as well? Bloody hell. Oh, he has 2. Doohan needs smoothness as well. Doohan's a really good reserve driver, by the way. Okay, have we set up everything here? Right. Car parts are on. Drivers are here. I think it's go time. We're going to Brazil. Vamos! I don't know what to expect.
The carnival atmosphere has already started.
It's a carnival atmosphere.
Brazil welcomes the...
Don't worry, we don't see the Safina logo, YT, on board, so it's fine. There is no rain in Brazil. Right, so we're going to let Doohan take this the first session. Chat, this is the moment of truth. This is the moment of truth. Everyone wait. Hands clasped. How bad are we? This Williams team have never scored points.
Back for more.
Piastri got 7th. That can't be right. There's got to be an error there. Was everyone else not doing proper laps? Why is Piastri so much quicker than Norris? Although actually the gap between the cars is tiny. No idea. Right, chat, we're going to find out together how bad we are. I feel like in quali the times are always a bit off. The Wicko94, thank you for subbing with the Prime. Yeah, Piastri and Norris are both very, very good. The issue for Piastri is he eats his tyres for breakfast and his actual kind of wheel-to-wheel racing, defending and attacking is bad. Do we want a prediction on if we get out of Q? I've got a bold prediction. I might be getting carried away here. Slash prediction, start prediction. This chat, you're about to go. What are you doing? Will both cars make it into Q2? I have no idea if it's realistic or not. You've got 1 minute. Will both cars make it into Q2? Both. I know. I've gone rogue there. Holy Fab, thank you for converting your Prime sub into a Tier 1 sub. Welcome aboard. Am I looking to complete the race before the England match? I'll be honest, chat. I really thought I could be done before the England match, but this is pre-season's taking longer. What time's kickoff of the England match? Answers on a postcard. I actually don't know. Is it 7:45? Have I got an hour to play the match? If we go out in the first session, it's fine. Oh, it's 7:45. I'll be honest, this season we will get through races quicker because we're going to be at the back. There's going to be less wheel-to-wheel racing, I think. The game's been cancelled, Jack. You can stay here. Smart chat. Right, chat. Prediction is live. Lots of channel points on the line already. Almost... I mean, I was about to say almost. No, you guys smashed 850,000 there. So just as a reminder, this is a new patch with new tyre performance stuff that I've not used yet. So the game is going to play quite differently. Magnussen at Alpine feels weird, doesn't it? Can we all agree that that looks weird? Oh, they've gone out next to each other, you dinguses. Please separate. Please separate. I mean... if Piastri locks up and goes into the back of Norris, this will be a disaster. Cover the logo. Cover the logo. Also, Jack, webcam. Fix it. Right, that webcam is not in the centre. Jack, fix that too. Also, just a little reminder. First time watching, maybe? Maybe you come in to check out the new update. Make sure to hit the follow button. We are live just about every single weekday. And quite often the weekends as well here, playing F1 Manager. And you're joining at a good point if this is your first stream. We won the World Championship with Haas. We got 1 and 2 in the drivers with Bashir and Russell. We are racing them this year. Mick Schumacher in the AlphaTauri with Vettel makes me wide peepo happy. Behrman driving for Aston Martin is cool too. And Magnussen at Alpine. Chat, is the stream smooth? I know when I first launched the game last patch, it was a bit kind of jittery. Is it doing that again, or is it fine for you guys? Can you switch teams mid-save now? You can do it with the power of mods. The game looks a bit framey, very fine, a bit jittery. Let's have a quick look. I'll do it after these laps, chat, because these are the hot laps, I think. Are these our hot laps? These are our hot laps. These are the laps that matter. Are we good? Are we not? Why do I feel like Piastri's trying to get past Lando here? Good times. No idea if they're good times. Great times. Game's jittery, but your face cam is smooth. Let's have a quick look at this. There was something that I did before where I turned on and off VSync. Maybe if I turn off VSync. Chat, is it smoother now? Ah. Now, we're not a million miles behind Ferrari there. I mean, the whole pack was pretty close together last season. There was like half a second between all the teams at the front. And the regulation change was a blanket 5% reduction to everyone's everything. So when everything is reduced by the same amount, theoretically, that does crunch the pack together. But definitely worse. I've made it worse by turning off VSync. Maybe if I turn it back on. Chat, I'll be honest. The game does weird stuff. I think this fixed it last time. Chat, is it smoother now? I should probably... Where's Mick? Mick Cam. Mick in an AlphaTauri. Is that smoother than it was before? I remember having to do this last time when we first kind of fired the game up when I first downloaded it. So I wonder if the update did some weird stuff. He got out the way better. He just got out the way correctly. Oh my god, chat. Who's coming through here? Russell. Okay, how well is he going to get out the way? This was in the update. Back markers are meant to get out the way better. Is Mick going to get out the way of George Russell? I feel like I'm back at home. Is he going to catch him before the bit where he'd get in the way before? Will he get out the way? No. No. Okay. Well, we're 1 for 2 on them getting out the way better. Watch it. Invalid configuration. What does that mean? Chat, what have I done? Invalid configuration. Oh. Is it because I've not got any tyres on? Does it now force you to put on tyres? I was thinking I'd broken something there, chat. I'll be honest. I mean, our times are quite good. But everyone's getting blocked. So don't read into these much. I mean, it's not terrible. New tyres are super important now or you don't improve. Oh, are they actually? Am I happy? Imagine if we get both drivers through here. That would be biblical scenes. Do we go out again on new tyres again to make sure we get through? I think we have to. Look at us. We're the back markers now. Mick in an AlphaTauri. Mick's going to have driven for every team on the grid soon, isn't he? We just have to get out of Q1 here. That is the aim. Right. Sonoda's gone early. I've followed him. Okay, our drivers are in good spots here. Oh, chat, I'm at home. I feel like I'm back at home when I'm on board with Russell. It feels weird looking for a Williams instead of a Haas logo. I agree. I mean, the whole pack was definitely closer together like last season than it had ever been before. There was like a second in most quali sessions. A bit like there is here, to be fair. Like, first season, there's like 2.5 seconds between the fastest and slowest. My concern is, Piastri is going to be rapid for us. But he's going to have a lot of incidents, and his smoothness is so bad he's going to crash all the time. Did the AI put on fresh tyres here? Okay, they did. I was wondering if they put on fresh tyres. Oh my gosh. Sonoda's just up the road, right? And he's on 93%. I feel like Piastri's eating through his softs more. Maybe it's placebo. Maybe it's just because I know that he eats through them more that I'm staring at it more. Can you notice the patch update? I mean, it's hard for me to tell right now because I've not done any races. This is the first session I've done on the patch. But I definitely noticed a few of the back markers getting out of the way better. So that was something. Smoothness doesn't affect crashes. I know, control does. But that's another thing that Piastri lacks. And reactions as well. I think it's reactions, actually, that Piastri has a bit of a gap in. How are we in Brazil already? We have jumbled up the grid order. He needs to refuel soon. It's fine. It's fine. Is he now out of fuel? I feel like he hit the brakes really quickly there. I wonder why they're putting in this stuff more clearly than it was pre-patch. Were people just sent in their drivers to go out again and again and again without refueling? We went very early behind Yuki here. The grid is very spread out to end the session, which is interesting. I just followed Yuki out, but that was way sooner than before. But I guess maybe the game's trying to get people to spread out when they send out their drivers more. I mean, are we in a good spot here?
That'll be the session over.
I think we're in a good spot here. Are we about to get both drivers through comfortably? I don't understand. We're massive. We're massive. We got... I mean, what was the time difference here? I mean, Lando made it in by quarter of a second. I mean, it's very, very close. But we are as close to the front, though, as we were to the AlphaTauri. That's good. Never in doubt. Easiest points ever. Chat's just giving abuse. I mean, maybe the AI research that Williams did last year was actually good. But I swear when we looked at the comparison thing, our car was bad. Am I right, chat, or am I wrong? Also, have we got Renault's engine? I think we have Renault's engine. Oh, God. I get one run this session on these softs. Do I wait to the end to minimise the risk of getting blocked? I know. You know what? We'll go out on the used softs and see how much slower they are. Just to try and get a banker lap in. Maybe it's the drivers. To be fair, the drivers are very, very quick. You're like the 7th best. Okay, noted. I'd like to thank my predecessors who were fired. Okay. I'm Piastri and Norris right behind Russell. But that was unused tyres. Did everyone go unused? Okay, everyone went out unused. So I did what the AI did, which is always the correct decision, therefore it must be the right decision. Unrealistic, though, Lando joining Williams. I mean, in this save game, Lando has not, like, been scoring points consistently at all. Like, McLaren in this save game have been absolutely atrocious. You've got to bear in mind, we're 3 years into the future here. McLaren have been, like, the 7th or 8th best team for most of the save game. Oh, yeah, we can pay out on the prediction. Let me do that right now. Will both cars make it into Q2? Yeah, I'm kind of surprised too. Okay, we've got the fresh softs on, right? Yeah, both fresh softs for both. Maybe we're not bad. Maybe the other teams are the farmers. Russell's gone very early there. I'm not going out with him. I've learnt my lesson from going out previously. Okay, Norris and Piastri a little bit in the traffic for these final run-outs, but should be okay. It feels weird. It feels weird, chat, not being in the Haas. Pichère, come on, Teo. By the way, the gap here is half a second between 15 cars. That's mad. Can other teams buy out your drivers? Is it only player control teams that can buy drivers out? I think someone spun. Who's spun? Who's... Was it one of the Red Bulls? If it's Perez, Perez is...
Yellow flag ahead, yellow flag
Verstappen spun out. It's a bit awkward. Really watch your fuel in the race. It's a known issue. Okay, I will do. Oh, that is worth noting. Chat, have you seen a pack this close? Obviously, we've got drivers with very, very good racecraft here, which makes your raw pace like this, like, good. The top 10 being that close is wild. It might change a little bit here, though, as people set times now on non-used tyres. Apparently, post-patch Suzuka is broken in terms of fuel. Half the grid are not finishing. Noted. I mean, hopefully they do a hot fix for that if it's a big problem. Okay. Okay, Piastri. Piastri's quicker than Lando. Ah, Bottas is faster than us, though. We might tumble here. Danny Rick splits us. Verstappen's had a spin and is mudded. Maybe we're not bad. This order is bizarre. Like, really bizarre.
That's it for the session.
Where's the other Alpine? Did one of the Alpines not make it through after last year? Also, it's really hard to know who's, like, not on a flying lap anymore with this new flag system. Has anyone noticed that? It seems like everyone goes out kind of early. Maybe we're not terrible. Debris! Thank you very much for the tier 1 for 5 months. Chat, I'm beginning to wonder if I should go and edit the board expectations back up. I probably will, based off this. We're in Q3. I mean, how close were the cars here? In Q2. It's like 3/10. Verstappen spun out. Verstappen was fastest, and now he's just out. Russell went slower that session as well. And Pichère did as well. It looks like a lot of people set worse times that time. How's going back to mediocrity, Sag? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking right now. Did Russell get modded? Mudded even.
Yeah, I'm ready to check all good.
It's worth remembering that Williams obviously were doing research and stuff before we arrived and would have had a lot of wind tunnel time and stuff because they're just bad. Chat, I was looking for the white dots to leave the pits there. I feel sad. Do other teams get free upgrades as well? They bring their upgrades at slightly different points. Jack, I think the car performance is switched between Haas and Williams when you modded the game. It's not how it works. You literally do completely move teams. You can see all the car performance stuff. Okay, Piastri is a lot slower than those other guys, but that was on used softs. Haas misses your divine influence. Maybe that's it. I mean, the times are close. We've got fresh softs to use. The thing is, you're not going to have any fresh softs for the race. Will we get podium celebrations if both drivers finish top 3? Not if Piastri gets it. I mean, to be fair, chat, this whole grid is shook up. Like, Bottas, you can remember last season, Bottas and Mercedes were, like, not making it into Q2 at times. Like, their car is way better now. I say that. One of their drivers is missing. The whole grid actually is a mess. I mean, how many different teams have you got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, 7. There's 7 different teams in the top 10. There is no face for Piastri, chat. I'm sorry. You know, we're carrying on traditions. Zhou's top 6 in that McLaren as well. What's the tyre wear like? So we're the only team going out on fresh softs here. We might be able to improve. But I have no idea how much by. Who's had a moment? Oh my god, Piastri. I was warned. You guys told me you'd have moments.
Oh, they've run wide.
I'm fine. I'm fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Where's Mick? Mick's at AlphaTauri. How bad is Piastri's lap ruined? I think we lost a lot of time there. Piastri might be able to improve a little bit, but no, he hasn't there. Norris improves a little bit. Not that much, though. The fact that Magnussen's in 6th, I think that Alpine is still a rocket ship. It's really weird the way the cars are going round here. Like, it's all changed. Like, they're not really finishing their flying laps right after. It feels like the AI is always sending their drivers out way sooner. Have you guys noticed that? And then they drive their in-laps slower. There's not ever a moment when they're on a hot lap when the time hits 0, which is weird. New schedule the update. No, I've used a mod that shuffles the grid. Was it 6 teams, not 7? Still quite a lot of the teams. I mean, Bottas up there. That's mad, the variation in teams here. Obviously, Verstappen spun out. Has looked bad. It was 7 teams.
Here we are, folks. We're back
oh, okay.
Well, day of
I was right.
F1
Well done,
action.
well done, me.
It's race day.
Qualifying.
Okay. My concern here is that our drivers aren't that quick at actually racing. And also, tyre wear is more severe now than before. What do you go for, chat? Do you go medium, medium, hard? Medium, hard, medium? That probably gives you the most wiggle room when it comes to strategy on safety cars and stuff. Piastri needs to freeze stop. Can you imagine if he actually does, if he eats for his tyres that badly? I think medium, hard, medium's the play. Chat, what do we do a prediction on here? I have no idea what to expect. I'll be honest, I thought we were going to struggle a lot more than we are at the moment. Running really long doesn't work as well. Top 5? Where are we starting? Let me remind myself. So Lando's in 5th, Piastri's in 10th. Top 10, double. I feel like double points I would like hope to get. Can't push nearly as much. Yeah, that's worth noting. Oh yeah, mind you, yeah, Verstappen's behind. Right, chat, I've got. Can one of the mods set up a prediction? Both drivers in the top 7. I'm going big. We're going big. Both drivers in the top 7. They could. That means that Piastri is going to have to make up some places. Also, because of the changes, I don't know how aggressive I can actually be like this at the start. I think it's going to be less viable as a thing. But we'll find out together. First race on a new patch. I'm going to live and learn. Both for top 7 is hard. That's why I've done it. That is why that is the prediction, folks. How's the update? I'll be honest, Subsonic, it's really hard for me to judge at the moment. Because we're doing our first race with Williams in a save game that's 4 years into the future. So I've not even done a race yet to see how back markers move and stuff. Before the patch, I predicted double podium. Yeah, apparently you really can't push the cars like you used to. I feel like, in a weird way, on the last up patch, you could overcome your car's lack of performance by just telling your drivers to push. So we've got to be more wary of that now. And yeah, they changed the fuel delta stuff. So now your fuel delta is basically based on how much is left versus how much you expected to have at that point, which makes way more sense. Where did the prediction go? I don't know. Where did the prediction go? What are we doing with the prediction here, mods? Who's cancelled it? It says it's not compliment. What do you mean? What do you mean? What? Why? People couldn't see the prediction? I could see the prediction. What are we, mods? What are we doing? Should I create it? Will both drivers finish in the top 7? Right, the prediction's live. How long have we done on this prediction? $10. It's not 10 minutes. It's not 10 minutes. Chat. Prediction's back open. We've had a minor derailing. I don't know what's happening. But you can get predictions in right now. Will both drivers finish in the top 7? Norris is in 5th. Piastri's in 10th. I have no clue what our race pace is here. We'll find out. Prediction is live. It's going to be tough. Piastri's going to have to race well. And because he has a tendency to crash, and I'm going to be feeling my way through the new patch, it's going to be interesting. Right. The prediction's still live for another minute, but I think if I hit start now, it won't start. The race won't start before the prediction's done. Where's Mick? Mick's at AlphaTauri.
Under mostly sunny skies. And there's Lando Norris.
I love Lando.
Position today, but will they be able to capitalise?
Lando is the new George Russell.
And looking at the second Williams car, they
I
might
believe.
not be in the top 3 spots, but things can
I didn't
change
sack
fast
Mick.
once the race
Mick's
gets
contract
underway.
ran out, and I
And
chose
we're
not
just
to renew it.
moments away now.
We are in the same world,
Who will
Vintage
win?
Crispy, as
Only
our Haas
time will
one.
tell. Here at the
For
Sao
people wondering,
Paulo
how are you in the
Grand Prix.
future? This is the Haas save game continued.
And it's lights out, and away we go.
Right, on board with Piastri at the start here. I need to keep a close eye on this tyre wear, because I've been warned that it's a lot more punishing now. And just as a reminder, we have randomised the race calendar this year. That is why we are starting in Brazil. Piastri is already in 12th. They're 3 wide. Bunker S. Bunker S. Chat, this is not normal. This is not sustainable. If you guys have been playing on the new patch, what have you noticed about it? Are you seeing more DNFs? Are you seeing more safety cars?
Okay, good stuff.
Oh, it makes up multiple positions. I'm looking forward to the new voice lines of new engineers.
Yeah.
New engineers, new voice
Looks
lines.
like a good
Very
move for
exciting.
Williams.
So just lift and coast.
I already like Bird. I love the fact that Behrman's in the thing chat. We need to do something whenever he bins it. Also, Mick is in last. If I speak, I'm in trouble. World Tour is better because they don't back out nearly as much. Oh, that's good to know. Your tyres go quickly. Okay, noted. Yeah, I think the undercut should be pretty good now. Is what I've been told. Piastri's in 10th. Lando is racing away. Our car is not good at driving in dirty air. I'm a little bit, and our cooling's bad. There's lots of stuff that's bad about this car. And our driver's actual kind of racecraft when it comes to, well, their actual racings, like their overtaking, defending and stuff, is not great. At least in Piastri's case. Yeah, Hamilton and Alonso, chat, are no longer on the grid. But we've got Pacher, Piastri and Behrman. Of course, two of them I've brought into F1. They've added some new voice lines. I think Leclerc got a new winning message. That's good. Oh, Piastri, what are you doing, mate?
It's a race position gained.
I thought it was Magnussen. It's not Magnussen, it's Ocon. I love the fact that Mick and Vettel are in a team together. Pacher's at the back, chat. Oh my god, Norris is losing time.
DRS enabled.
It's not good. Oh yeah, they've added a decimal point to the fuel, and they tell you how much fuel you've got excess now rather than the laps. They've fixed the game. That is the game fixed. That is one of my biggest complaints fixed. That is such a better system for doing it. Here's the weight of your fuel. Here's how much fuel you have left. They've solved the game. Game of the... I said it was a 7 out of 10 earlier. It's now an 8 out of 10. I'm an easy man to please. See, like before, pre-patch, I think I would have just set our driver here to push to catch up, but because I know that the tyre performance is way more varied, I feel a bit more worried about doing that. There's going to be a lot more kind of feeling it out with this patch and figuring out how you can do stuff. I mean, if we could stay in DRS into the next lap, that'd be great. Behrman's making Mick look good. Maybe that's why Behrman's in the sport chat. Did you sabotage the Haas car plans before you left the office? I burnt all the documents.
Okay, that was a purple lap. I'll let you know if the situation changes.
Purple lap for Norris. Norris is a god. I mean, to be fair, they're all racing wheel to wheel. Yeah, Piastri's smoothness is absolutely atrocious, chat, which does concern me when it comes to his tyres and how much I can actually push him to gain positions. What's the tyre wear difference here? I mean, Piastri's already at 89%. Albon's at 87 and he's on softs. Mick's on softs too. This is one long DRS train and then Piastri behind Ocon. Who's spun? Who's spun? What's happened? Who's had a moment? Was it Mick?
Yellow flag, yellow flag.
Oh, Albon!
Let's take a closer look. Now watch this. Here's the moments.
Albon, welcome to McLaren. Best highlights, tricks and skills. Oh, he blocked all of them as well in the road. There's now a big gap. That might help us have a gap to pit into, which is nice. How did we sign Norris? Well, you've got to remember CJ Chaos. Norris has been in a really bad McLaren in this save game. He has not been scoring points for them at all. It'll be hard to judge the lap time differences between these guys on softs and the guys on mediums right now because they've just been running in traffic and Albon's just spun. We'll check all the stats at the end of the race. Well, Albon's tyre's affected by the spin. It doesn't look like it, which they definitely should be. I hope that's something they do work on. The guys in front are fighting really wheel to wheel here and slowing each other down a lot. But your Williams, 4 years into the future, where the title-winning principle for Haas has moved over to them to rebuild a project.
Is that a new race position for Haas?
People forget about some of the weird moves people made around reg changes and stuff in real life. There are some pretty wild team moves that have happened historically. Yeah, the Williams is not as bad as I expected them to be. Our car is not good in the rankings, by the way, which is why I'm a bit surprised we've been keeping up like we have been.
And there's an overtake from Williams.
This is the change in team thing I talked about on Twitter. Yeah, Henry. When Hamilton moved from McLaren to Mercedes, that was seen as mental at the time.
Haas with an overtake there.
Russell's overtaken Piastri.
Now just focus on the Haas.
Russell, George, stop it. He's ruining my dream. The Haas car looks so nice.
Nice move.
It looks so nice. Regista, I've seen you ask a load of questions about F1 recently. Go check out the YouTuber Chain Bear. He'll have videos on everything that you need answers on. But long story short, the F1 cars harvest energy using the brakes. which is used to then kind of work alongside the engine at certain points to provide like an extra amount of power that can be deployed during a lap. I didn't remove Mick. I just chose not to renew his contract. There's a big difference. I mean, the softs are definitely wearing way quicker than the mediums. And Piastri with worse smoothness is definitely getting through his tyres quicker. As is Norris. Norris is getting through them quickly as well. But I wonder if that's because he's been trailing for so long. The fact that we're stuck behind George Russell stings a little bit. How are we at Brazil already? We have randomised the race calendar. Yeah, we've randomised the race calendar for this season, chat. So it's you know, it spices things up a little bit. We're in Brazil to start the season. We've got, I think, it was Miami, Azerbaijan, Singapore, Monaco as like 4 back-to-back races. So you street circuit fans are going to have a couple of days where you're partying. I feel like once you know the race calendar and you know what tracks are where, like it's kind of easy to optimize development of parts to target certain races. So just by having it random every year, there is also ways where you can set just a different order for the calendar. So if you don't like the idea of it being completely unrealistic with like drivers just hopping to every corner of the world randomly, you could come up with your own race calendar.
Nice move.
George. Can't get past him. Albon is not going quick in that Williams.
With an overtake.
So Albon versus Zhou right now. Zhou is lapping at 1:12.9. Albon's lapping a little bit quicker, but it's hard to know because I think Zhou is Zhou in traffic here. Zhou's stuck behind Gasly. Hashtag flush the poo. Stop the Teo blasphemy. This is all part of his redemption arc. I'm going to sign him. Gemini, I tweeted out about the mods last night. I don't have a link to hand right now, mate. Someone might be able to dig it up, but I don't have it to hand. Maybe we can get it set up as a command in chat. Yeah, MUFC Andy, the new patch was released today. I mean, Norris is doing okay, but I just can't make moves. I mean, we have DRS here on Piastri. Maybe. Should we have a little go at him?
Copy.
I love the new fuel delta, by the way. The new fuel delta makes me happy. Which race is this on the new save? This is the first race of the season. We are in Brazil for it. The calendar is randomised. Yeah, Behrman has been really slow, hasn't he? Behrman makes Mick look good. What does the blue on the tyre percentage mean? It means that you are ahead of your strategy's aim. It will go red if you're below the line, blue if you're above it and you have more to give, and if you're in line, it just is white, like Piastri's is.
Overtaking there.
Who's had a crash there? There's a multiple car crash. Chat, who's crashed? Place your bets.
Looks like quite a big accident, yeah.
We can take a look now. Now look at this. It was the AlphaTauri driver involved.
Who's that? Is that Mick? I think that's Mick.
And there's the collision.
Is that Mick?
Schumacher has crashed. Copy. That was the purple lap.
Mick into Behrman. Oh no, it was Stroll he hit. Poor Lance Stroll. To all the people who said keep Mick, that's why I'm not keeping Mick. Of course it was Mick. That could have been us. I'll be interested to see how quick, like, Stroll goes now on fresh tyres compared to Behrman. Or even Mick, if they put Mick on more softs. I don't know if they have more softs for him. Where do you see how much fuel you use a lap on average now that the fuel dial is just in kilograms? You just see it in kilograms and you know what you need to target by just looking at where you are on the delta. This is a way better way of doing the fuel delta. Like, you don't need to know how much fuel you use a lap, as long as you know how much fuel you have excess. But you could obviously you could work it out. I've got 60 laps left, and it thinks I've got enough fuel for 81.8. So you would just do 60 divided by 81.8 if you wanted to do that. But I don't think you need that. Gasly is struggling on his mediums, or maybe he's just trying to make them last.
We are free fuel now.
Piastri is munching.
Yeah, lovely.
Piastri's like he's in a Dalek. Do you think the fuel thing was an oversight on how the AI uses it, considering people report bugs on the AI fuel usage? What do you mean, Don? I don't think the AI fuel usage was bad. I know there's some issues with the patch now, like at Suzuka, they're running out of fuel. But in general, I think the AI's been fine on the fuel in game.
Cancel lift and coast for now. Cancel lift and coast for now. Lovely.
Can you change the tail command to say flush the poo? Leave Prashare alone. Oh no, chat. I mean, to be fair, I've left him in harvest there, but...
Recharge off when you're ready.
Piastri is in a Dalek. It's the only explanation.
That's a new race position for Haas.
It is a new race position for Haas, and I feel sad. Jack, have you worked out how to increase and decrease the amount of fuel you have for the race? I know that you can do it, and I know where you do it. I just don't think it's worth doing a lot of the time. At least on the last update. It might be different now. Red Bull are not very quick this season at the moment. Which is interesting. Chat, I'm getting a lot of questions about the patch. This is my first race on the patch at a team that I'm new to, so I don't know where we were at before or what to expect. I don't know the answers. I don't know, chat. I'm sorry. Daddy Rick is running in fourth. Bottas is in third in a Mercedes. What year is it? Yellow flag. Oh my God. Look at that butt. Where did he go? How did he turn that quickly? Charles Leclerc is hacking. He's hacking. Did you see that?
Watch this. There's Leclerc.
He's hacking.
Way wide.
How did he get that straight that quickly? Referee Lino. Oh, and now pissing out. Now Perez has got us. Bloody hell.
Focus on the race ahead.
GP, I'm sorry.
Prep ourselves for a push.
VAR, get the VAR check. We lost a spot because of that.
Confirm.
We lost a point to that. Give him a penalty. That was an unsafe re-entry to the circuit. How did Leclerc hurt his tyres at all there? He didn't. Oh my God, chat. Piastri's tyres are so bad. Why are you the way that you are? He is going to struggle to keep up soon. I think he's okay for our targets, but it's still not great. Hamilton and Alonso haven't had any offers. Well, they're not at teams for this year, so they're probably going to retire in game. Any new season rule changes? There was no new changes for this year, although every team saw a 5% reduction in everything, which has really smushed the pack together. official terminology, by the way, smooshed the pack together. Mick's in last, chat. I feel calm. Nature is healing. Mick is in last. Nature is healing. I'm impressed that Bottas is leading. Bottas is leading the race.
Red Bull moved up.
Oh, Verstappen's got Piastri too. I mean, not entirely surprising. I'm curious. So Behrman's on 64% on mediums. Stroll's on 91% on hards. What's the tyre difference? So Behrman's half a second a lap slower. Behrman's not running in traffic, is he? No. Interesting. The tyre deltas are way better, like bigger now in terms of performance differences, which is great to see. So, like, the tyres will drop off at a point. I'm not sure what the drop-off point really is.
All right.
Back it out. Back it out.
If we get points this race, is mission complete, then back to Haas. I don't think we're going back to Haas. I talked about it before on stream. I love the idea of having one save game, chat, that I just play for the entire year, where there's this steady story told where we start to know all the different drivers, and we probably end up managing half the teams on the grid, like 20 years in the future by the end of the game cycle. Because in this game there's only 20 drivers, right? It's not like a Football Manager save where there's loads of names to remember and stuff, and you need to remember everyone. Like, the reality is, like, there's only really 20 people you have to care about at any one time. Around 50% is when it gets bad, people are telling me in the chat. Right. Okay, are you guys winding me up, or is it actually when I need to start to worry? I mean, obviously, drivers will retire and stuff, but if it's only a handful of drivers changing year on year, you can keep on track of it way more, right? So Norris is in 7th, Piastri's in 12th. I feel like our race pace just isn't quite there. Have they fixed the fuel delta? Yeah. Well, it's now done in kilograms. As opposed to predicted laps you have excess, they just tell you the amount of fuel to a decimal place, which is a big improvement.
So into your lift and coast, lift and coast.
Let's deploy on Norris for a bit. It's nice to be in a situation where I don't have a car that just goes fast. Bluebird KG, thank you very much for the 6 months. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. I made the alert smaller, chat, so it doesn't take up the whole screen like it was before. Are you able to change teams now? With mods, you can edit your save file if you're on PC to move teams, to change the race calendar order. That's what we've done here. This is the first race of the year, but we're racing in Brazil. So the race calendar is shuffled for this save game.
Race position gained for Mercedes.
Have a go, Piastri. Have a go, son.
Cancel lift and coast for now.
Wait for the robotic copy. He's in a Dalek. He's definitely in a Dalek. Come on! Push, 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 push. Oh, they've got DRS too. Chat, we got... Last year I could get past these guys. So if you're in the red now, the fuel, is it more difficult to get out of? I don't know. This is my first race. Chat, I need a command that just explains. I've not played on the patch yet either. Chat, I know as little as you do. We are the blind leading the blind right now. Okay, I mean, we're not losing ground massively. We're not really gaining anything. But I don't know if I can push that much because our tyre wear is that much worse than everyone else's because, well, Piastri just eats away. How's Vettel lapping compared to Mick? Ah, Vettel just pitted this lap, so I can't even check. That Leclerc crash that, you know, caused everyone to get closer together has created a bit of a train here. Although Piastri's behind Ocon, who doesn't have DRS at the moment. Will he have it by the last turn when he needs it? We don't know. I know you wrote the code for the patch. Could you describe everything in detail? No. By the way, chat, was anyone else surprised the update came out today? Like yesterday when I ended the stream and said, I'll be live when the patch is out. I genuinely thought it'd be out on like Tuesday or Wednesday. When I got people tweeting me at 11 AM, I thought they were winding me up. Someone tweeted me at 11 like, Jack, the patch is out. I'm thinking, ha, very funny. No. Then someone else tweeted me as well. And then I knew it was real. It caught me out. I choose to believe that Frontier just wanted me to stream. They were like, Jack won't stream if the patch isn't out. So they rushed it out. That's what I choose to believe. You can tell me I'm wrong, but don't ruin it for me. Oh no, Pacher's right behind Piastri. I say right behind. Long way back down the road. I feel like I'm playing way safer on this update. But I feel like that's probably sensible to do. The DRS trains are a problem. I feel like the DRS train, caused here is just because Leclerc went off the track and came back on and blocked everyone up. But also, in our save game, a lot of the regulation changes for the last few years have just been flat decreases to everything across the board, which has kind of moved everyone closer to one another. I might go for an undercut with Piastri. Have I left this too late to pit? I don't think I have. I say I'm going for the undercut. Loads of other people around us have pitted too. Yeah. This is kind of an important lap now for Lando to go all out to pit this lap. Might be able to get some guys in the pits. Depends on how strong the undercut is now versus the overcut. Because last patch, you could just tell, Lando in this situation here, it's hammer time, go, and he'd probably come out ahead. I don't know if that's still the case. Chat, who was ahead of Norris in the pits? Obviously, it was Norris and Magnussen, but I'm not sure who we were racing. Was it Bottas? Well, Bottas was winning, was he not? I feel like... I'm not sure. Where have we come out? Okay, did we get Ricciardo in the pits there?
So focus on just bringing your tyre temperatures back under control.
Also, have you noticed everyone who pitted is now a second apart because of how drivers are held? Anyone else notice that?
Is that a lockup?
Norris locked up. What do you
What happened
mean?
there? Watch this. We're looking at Lando Norris.
Lando, you
That lockup could have cost
donkey. You donkey. Yeah, I feel like in the pits, because of how the game releases people, we've all been released from one another outside of DRS. I mean, to be fair, look, Lando was pushing on dead tyres, chat. We're just testing what's possible in the patch. Mick would never. Not sure about that one. Ruffio, thank you very much for the resub with the Prime. Thank you. The animations of the crashes are the same. Am I the only person who likes the animations for the crashes in this game? This might be a weird hot take. I don't really like... Well, no, it's not I don't like. But I feel like if you end up doing super realistic crashes, it almost feels a bit too all serious. Like, I feel like they look kind of derpy, but they have their own little quirky charm to them. I feel like if everything was super, realistic smashing crashes, everyone, over the top bad, I feel like I wouldn't enjoy it as much. Right, people are pitting around. I mean, Norris is now down in 15 after the stops, chat. Him running wide there, combined with what I think was probably an undercut, has ruined him. There's a poll live, by the way. Which former Work the Space driver do you still root for? They're pretty last gen looking at. I mean, compare the crashes in this game to the 3D that exists in any other management game. And then be grateful. The pole is unnecessary. It's Mick all the way. Incorrect. I really hope Teo doesn't crash, chat. I love Teo too much. Kevin's been done dirty. Is Kevin not getting any of the votes? Kevin deserves more. Kevin deserved better. Piastri's losing places everywhere. There is a bit more room to go more aggressive here, I think, with Piastri. I need to be less safe. We're running in 10th and 14th. I think the fraud of our car is being exposed in the actual race. How's Mick doing? He's struggling, bless him. He did crash earlier. All right, let's have a go, Piastri. You've been the reserve driver at Red Bull for 3 seasons. Now you're here. Come on. Come on. Were we ahead for the DRS detection zone there? Were we ahead? Oh, we were. You are a babe.
Good job.
He's a babe. He's up to 8th. Have it! We're bloody massive.
Williams there gaining several places in one go.
That's us. I probably can't keep pushing like this, though. Norris has just got past Albon as well. Suck it, Albon. That's against Norris's former team. He's loving it.
Let's push.
Yeah, confirm.
When will Piastri bottle it? Don't say that. Don't say that. Have they increased the amount of experience you get after races? That would be interesting if they have. How much were we getting last patch, chat? Like 1,800, I feel like, was kind of the average for per share. That's a good change if they have updated it, by the way, because it was a bit on the lower side. Like, reserve drivers were getting more experience, it felt like. There's a bit of a DRS train here behind Leclerc. Do I want to push on Lando? I mean, I say that. I am already pushing on Lando. Do I want to keep pushing on him? What's the time? I want a comparable tyre comparison here. Okay, Bashir and Russell, are they both in clean air right now? Yeah, okay. What's their tyre difference? Bashir's running 112.2. Russell's running 112.1. But Russell is a bad driver. To be fair, I don't know if any of them lost time at some point. Am I right, chat? I'm thinking there's some pretty good stats about how the tyres performed at the end of races. I think at the end of races, you get a load of data on like the average speed for tyres. Apparently, there's some tracks on this patch, like the difference between the tyres is bigger than at others, which is how it should be at real life. I'm not sure how it is at Brazil. And Norris isn't having a good time.
So think about the lift off.
Yeah, she's doing okay.
Confirm. Get onto high fuel.
You're getting pre-race reports, but I think after the race, you can see the actual average lap time with the tyres. I might be wrong. I like how Jack signed Mosconi for a few months and bailed on him. Look, don't hate the player, hate the game. When are we going to pit again? Around lap 50. I keep looking for the white dots, chat. But that's not us. We're not the white dots anymore. And I don't like it. Did Norris...
gain a
Oh my god. Piastri, you absolute cockwomble. You are a cockwomble.
Look at that! They've run wide.
I fucking hate him already.
Now we see the Williams here.
What the f are you doing, son? You did that in quali as well. Magnussen's in 4th. I hate this new season. I hate this reality. He's a what? He's a cockwomble. I'm fine. I'm fine. I don't hate Oscar. Oh, Norris got passed back by Albon. What do you mean?
We do not require any fuel liftoff.
I like to harvest a bit behind in DRS, to be honest, at this point. I just feel sad. How's Norris so far back? He locked up during the pit window and lost a lot of time. I mean, if we get Williams any points, it's the first time they've got points in 4 seasons, this being the 4th season. If only we'd got Zhou in chat. Maybe Zhou was the answer. Probably not, but maybe. Piastri is really quick. Sadly, he drives into walls quickly. Yeah, that is a bit of a downside, isn't it, with a racing driver? So Piastri's 9th. Norris can't get past Albon. Oh, Piastri got Zhou. Life's good. Suck it, Zhou.
Let's take a closer look. Now we see the
Show
Williams here.
Show me. Easy. Easy. I think spins affect tyres more after the patch in my save Hamilton spin and then looked up a few corners later. Okay, noted. So Piastri's like 2 seconds behind Leclerc here. We can't make that up, I don't think. Do I want to push and try and make it up? I probably shouldn't. We've got 20 laps on these.
Copy.
Let's give it a go. Zhou's going to get us here, isn't he?
Cancel lift and coast for now.
I kind of just want to harvest a little bit here behind these 2 guys. Charge up the battery. Which footballer would make a good F1 driver? I have no clue.
With a great overtake.
Not a safety car yet.
Who's running wide there?
Sonoda's running wide. Our former man. Oh, yeah. I've just remembered we got rid of Sonoda.
Sounds like a spin.
Oh, Behrman's had a spin. Everyone's having moments.
Was the Aston Martin.
Behrman, 19 years old, F1 debut.
Look at that.
Bottled it. Mick would never. Right. We're charged up now. Oh, there's a yellow flag set to 2. Who's had a moment now?
That sounds like someone's gone wide there. Let's take a look at the replay. Now, just focus on the hats. Oh dear, dear, dear. That's far wider than they would have wanted.
Do I watch football? I do normally. I'm aware that England are playing, but it's not a game I'm that fussed about watching. Right. Can Piastri get Zhou here? Thing is, even if we get Zhou, it's so far to the next car up the road. Okay, we're behind on the DRS line here, so we're going to get DRS. Hashtag flush the poo. Leave him alone, chat. Leave him alone. He's just a wee boy. Why are you guys so mean? Albon and Norris are just having their own little battle. I'm just showing, what did you do to Haas before you left? I did nothing. They're just bad. Oh, go on, Lando. Who's locked up? Oh, Teo.
What happened there?
Teo.
Just focus on
we don't flush him. We don't flush him.
There's the lockup. That's the last.
I don't have to flush him. He's not my shit to flush anymore. Not my problem. Okay. I thought we'd made the move there, I'll be honest, Lando. You failed me. We'll have another go here.
Same lap time.
Leave Pichère alone. Chat, you guys are very out of order. He's just a wee lad. I think Albon's got DRS here, not us.
Fantastic work.
Fantastic work that's about to be undone because Albon has DRS round the outside. I just feel sad.
We'll get back.
Oh, bloody hell. We're just stuck behind both McLarens. What I'm learning here is the McLaren is basically our car. We are racing the McLarens this year. Both our drivers are just looking at identical views, although Norris might have got the move done.
Okay, well done.
Okay, just try and push and break the DRS and Albon if we can.
And a new position, just gained by
Did I resign from Haas? I suppose technically I did resign from Haas. I hate the fact I'm telling both drivers to push because I feel like with the new tyres this is risky, but we got to go for it. Piastri didn't undercut Norris. Norris locked up. Oh, Oscar. Albon's more than a second behind. That's good.
Yeah, copy.
But we're out of battery, which is bad. Everything's fine. I'm calm.
And there's an overtake from Williams.
I'm hoping now I can turn that down. Norris sets the fastest lap. What a lad.
Cool.
Okay, recharge off.
Is there a video of you resigning? Yeah, there is. There is. It might be on the internet somewhere. Is the whole point of the Twitch save just to follow Mick and sack him? Yeah, pretty much. I hope that's an acceptable way of playing the game. Can we get a new Piastri? Can we get Piastri a new radio where it feels okay?
Copy.
He is part Dalek, chat. All he says is copy. If he was a Pokemon, he'd be Copymon. Although adding Mon on the name end is like a Digimon thing, isn't it? Okay, both drivers are out of DRS.
Yeah.
Piastri has a yeah as well as an okay, by the way.
You're the fastest car on track. Copy.
Oh, okay. I think we have a fast car when we push, but the issue is I've pushed here, and now I'm not sure we're actually going to stay a second ahead of both the cars because our batteries are not great. For those who start with Alpine, what drivers do you use for Season 2? Great question. I think Gasly's a pretty good pickup. If you want to go down the French route, promoting Piastri from within is pretty smart too. He's very, very quick. Okay, I mean, this is okay, I think. I like the new fuel deltas, by the way. For people who have been playing on the new patch, thoughts on the new fuel deltas? Oh my god, Piastri, why did I tell him to push for 2 laps? Piastri, mate, what have you done to your tyres? I feel like a mum whose son has just come in with, like, ruined trainers. You know, we bought him some new trainers. He's worn them twice and now they've got stains everywhere. Also, Joe is right behind Piastri here now. I'm not pushing anymore. He's probably going to get us with DRS into this next bit. Please stay ahead. Chat, none of your drives in the top 7. What the hell's going on? Reality is sinking in, Dan. That we're not actually very good. What are trainers? They're like sneakers. Oh my god, who's that? Perez is... Why did they not fire Perez?
Yellow flag ahead. Yellow flags ahead.
Let's have a look.
What happened here?
There's Sergio Perez.
Oh, so Perez was right behind Verstappen. It's a good job he didn't hit him.
Yes, this is where they...
Everything's fine. I think. What lap are we pitting? Lap 50? I might have to pit earlier with Piastri. Because he's going to lose so much time on these hards. Like, Joe pitted around the same time as us and we're 10% slower. A lot of the guys in front who are on the mediums are ending the race on hards. Oh, don't fight it. Don't fight it. It's not worth fighting. Some things are not worth fighting for, son. You'll learn this in your life. Harvest your battery. Save your tyres. It's not worth it, mate.
And Mclaren with a great overtake.
I just feel sad inside. What's the delta? The interval for Norris. Norris is right behind Danny Rick. He's actually caught him up. Piastri's lost way too much ground to Zhou there by asking him to conserve.
Recharge off.
And also his tyres are getting towards a point where I think the performance will drop more. Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised as well, Smithy, that Red Bull and Ferrari have the same drivers. How do the new tyre wear changes feel? I'll be honest, Llama Hawk, this is my first race, so I really can't call it. Am I going to remove the Safina logo? I believe that can be done with mods.
Just gained by Williams. But
I don't know how possible it is after the latest update. Did Williams contact you? So in-game, you cannot move teams normally. Through the power of mods and running scripts through save files, you can basically change who you're managing within a save file. So because we win everything with Haas in Season 3 and with the new patch coming out, it just felt like a logical time. Start a new project. Williams have not won any points so far in this save game over the previous 3 seasons whilst we were winning a championship with Haas. And along with that, we've also randomised the race calendar, which is why today's race is in Brazil. What's wrong with Safina? Nothing, but it's Latifi's dad's company. Yeah, that's true, actually. Technically, Mick did call us, so technically Williams did call me. Verstappen's pitted early. I say he's pitted early. He's pitted as one of the people who went on to mediums for the middle stint. Oh, Norris is losing time. Push, Lando, push.
We do not require any fuel lift off.
Everything's fine. I'm calm. See, the nice thing about the way the fuel delta's done now is it doesn't matter what lap you're on, plus 0.3, and how you choose to address that will always be the same. If you're on lap 43 and you've got plus 3 kilograms of fuel, or you're on lap 17 and you've got plus 0.3, doesn't matter what you put into it, it's always going to have the same effect. Who spun? Is that Kevin? Kevin, you absolute donkey. I don't know why I beat the word donkey.
Okay. So there we have the Alpine.
Kevin, you actually have a good car and you just f*** it up.
The car's just gone.
Norris cost us $5 million to break his contract, and then how much was it in the salary? I think it was $11.5 million. I mean, there's a lot more spins and stuff happening, it feels like, this race, but that could also just be confirmation bias, because I'm looking for stuff that's changed with the patch. Piastri's got Russell right behind him. No one liked that. We're going to lose pace as well with Piastri very soon with his tyres.
Alfa Romeo just moved up a place.
Norris overtakes, Ricciardo overtakes Norris. No one liked it. No one's happy about it. It's probably isn't a bad time just to try and harvest a little bit.
Recharge on, please.
I tend to go for the undercut on Ricciardo. So our scheduled pit stop is lap 50. I think I might go lap 49 with Norris. Or even lap 48 onto the mediums for the last stint and try and get Ricciardo with a charged up battery and stuff.
Haas with an overtake there. We can take a look now. Now let's look at this.
When I hear Haas with an overtake, I feel happy. Then I realise it's George getting past Piastri. Their car's just better than ours. Their car's just better. It's not fair. I'm going to just leave Piastri behind Russell harvesting as well. Oh, Verstappen just got past Norris. God damn it. I mean, we just don't have pace.
Red Bull gained a place.
Look, I feel like Quali gave me a false sense of security, if I'm being honest, chat. It made me feel happy, and I shouldn't have felt happy.
Whenever you're ready, then it would just be recharge off, recharge off.
Yeah.
That Norris line's very funny. Yeah. Lando's not got any DRS on Danny Rick.
Did somebody spin out there?
Which is a problemo. I think I'm going to pit this next lap with Lando and go for the undercut, which you could never do previously, but I think I can now pull off. We'll find out together, chat. You could not make the move we're going to try and make with Lando here, where I'm going to go for an undercut on Danny Rick. It's going to be difficult because we're a bit further behind than I'd like to be.
Box this lap, please. Box this lap.
Yeah, confirm. Happy to box at the end.
We'll see if this works. Norris just sounds so blasé, doesn't he? It's like, yeah, whatever. It's kind of how I view it. Right. Piastri's in 4th. Berman's in 16th on his debut. Mick could never. Also, Bashir 18th, chat. That hurts to look at physically. Oh, wow. We have caught up with Ricciardo so much. He's lost so much time fighting with Verstappen. That is very, very good. Going to need a good outlap on Norris now that we've caught up. I hope Ricciardo doesn't pit here.
Require fuel lift off.
Yeah, confirm.
Okay, one more lap for Piastri.
Cancel lift and coast for now. Cancel lift and coast for now.
Okay, please don't pit Danny Rick here, because I really want to test the undercut. He's not going to pit. Okay, this is going to be interesting, chat. This was not something that would work previously. Has Pichero already pitted twice? If he has, I'll apologise. We're pitting this lap for mediums. Just going, how's the patch looking? There was some weirdness going on with quali. Like, the AI was sending out their drivers in a way where most teams finished their hot lap before the clock hit 0, which felt odd. I don't know if anyone else has noticed that, or if that's maybe just a Brazil thing. But I'm not sure. It's hard for me to know what is, a problem with this track and what is a kind of, wider thing, I suppose.
Use your battery.
Okay, big lap for Norris here on these tyres. He is going to have to manage them a little bit more because we pitted him a couple of laps earlier. But there should be enough in them that I can go for deploy here. I really want to see Danny Rick pit this lap. Good, okay. Obviously, I saved a bit in the tank here to be able to go for this strategy. We're going to see how it works.
Focus on just bringing your tyre temperatures back under control for the moment.
Confirm.
Oh, okay, they're also doing it at other races. Okay, well, that's good to know, then. It's not just exclusively a me thing with the qualifying stuff. Okay. Where is Danny Rick going to come out next to Norris? Has the undercut worked? Obviously, our tyres are going to have had an extra lap of usage, so they're 6% lower because we were pushing. Oh my god, chat. It actually works in the update. It actually pissing works. I would never have gone for that pre-update, but now it actually makes sense to go for it. Right behind Russell as well. That makes me happy. That makes me happy, the fact that that can work. And is a viable thing to actually go for. Right, has everyone stopped twice now? Albon's not stopped twice. He's stopping now, though. So Albon was about 2 seconds behind Russell, so has he now got the overcut on us too? That's what we're going to find out. We're going to get even one driver into P7. It doesn't feel like it. What worked? We went for the undercut. We pitted a lap earlier than the projected strategy. So, because the tyre wear was worse on Danny Ricciardo, that first lap that we did on the newer tyres, whilst he was doing one more lap than we did previously, he was slower. Oh my word, Norris has just got Russell as well.
Simply lovely. Come on, mate.
Simply lovely. Come on, mate. Yeah.
There's an overtake from Williams.
I don't know why they've pitted Mick onto softs, chat, I'll be honest. I'm sad for Mick too. I think it's an inside job. It's actually my evil twin who's managing Alpha Tauri. How is the tyre deg and pace after the patch? From what I can tell anecdotally here, it feels quite good. You can actually look at some of the data for the tyres after a race. So we'll take a look at it. Chat, remind me when the race finishes to check that stuff. But I was actually able to just do an undercut with Norris on Danny Rick, which is something that I didn't feel like I could do before on the last update. I mean, it's still double points if we can hold on here. My only concern is that our tyres might be a little bit close by the end. Imagine if you went to bed last night and I was at Haas, and then the first race of the season is Williams in Brazil, but with clearly the same save game. I'd have questions. I'd think of how long did I fall asleep for? For people just coming in, we're running 2 mods. One that allows you to move teams. We've moved to Williams after winning everything with Haas with the new update. And we've also randomized the race calendar for the season. So we are starting the season in Brazil. Zhou's looking very good in that McLaren. And also Bottas, like, how bad was Mercedes last year, chat? They were really, really struggling last year. Now they've got Bottas in third. Oh, Piastri's just gone fastest. What a man.
Last lap was a purple lap.
Oh, and then Norris has stolen it too. It feels like our car's actual pace is good. It's just a case of when you push now, your tyres get wrecked. I'm going to be doing a video on how to use mods. I'll probably do something covering it. Kind of explaining the basics of how it works. And yeah, there was a patch today. How long do careers last in this game? As long as you want them to. They can last forever. So Ocon's trailing... Norris is trailing Ocon, who's trailing Piastri. Piastri's kind of riding his own race right now. So who's locked up? Who's had a moment? I think it might have been Russell. Or was it Pachere? I think it was Pachere, chat. I hope it wasn't Teo.
Seems to have been a lockup. Here's the replay.
I'm so sad for him. He's so lost without me.
Up, but that could have been much worse.
He's so lost without me. How can I get through to these kids? How can I get through to him and teach him how to do it without me? What TV show is it where there's someone who says, how can I get through to these kids? Chat, someone will know the reference. I can't remember what the reference is. I don't know the reference that I'm doing. Is it South Park? Help Pachere. Right, Norris is going to have a bit of a push here and try and get away from Ocon and out of DRS in this sector here.
It's a good stint so far.
Right, let's see how we get on. Also, what have I fluff on my glasses? I'm being attacked. Still above on our fuel, which is good. I mean, aim for 9th wouldn't be good. Wouldn't be bad. I feel like. But maybe I'm huffing, chat.
Back it out. Back it out.
Maybe I'm huffing.
Confirm.
Considering you're already above Haas, is it safe to say you've took down the bots you've created? I don't think so. First race of the season, team performance has changed so much in this game. Norris still has Ocon behind. I don't want to push more, but I have to push more.
Come on, mate.
Yeah, confirm.
I'm a bit concerned that I'm pulling Ocon towards Piastri here. but I'm sure it'll be fine. Was it the track you felt suited the car? I don't think it is. We'll check after this game, chat. Maybe the upgrades I bought were more significant than I realised. Because we did bring an underfloor and a front and rear wing. There were quite, you know, significant upgrades that we bought. Ocon and Russell just fought one another and ruined each other's pace there. Will I do another race day or no? Probably not, just because we've been live for 3 hours and another race will be about 2 hours. Like, we've done so much of pre-season today. There's a few things I want to check after this race, though. I want to check the tyre performance differences for lap times on different tyres. I want to check the calendar. I want to have another look at the race calendar. But Australia, I remember, is the last race. Where did we start this race, chat? Was it 5th and 10th? It's not been great, but it's not been terrible either. How is Norris at Williams? Wasn't he expensive? He was expensive. He's 11.5 million a year. But in this save game, Williams have been a backmarker for the last 3 years in a row. And they've actually upgraded a lot of their like commercial facilities, and they had a decent amount of money saved up. I think we're in an okay spot here where we might just be vibing to the end. How many laps left? 14 laps left. Our two guys are here. The only concern is that Ocon and Russell pull each other behind Norris. Also, how's our tyre wear? Oh my god, look at the Piastri graph, chat. Look at that. That's not good for Piastri. That was the first time I've got proper racy with him as well. How is Norris in worse tyre condition compared to Piastri? We pitted sooner, but also I've been pushing on Lando. Can I just say, this makes me so happy to see, because as you guys have probably saw when we were trying to break DRS, I really pushed Norris on his tyres. And like last patch, that would not have had that kind of effect. The fact that actually now pushing on your tyres impacts them badly. Obviously, that's a thing where if it was Piastri, who has even worse smoothness, I probably couldn't have pushed like I did with Norris to break DRS. Actually makes smoothness matter way more. Hey, Tessner, thank you very much for subbing with the Prime. Welcome aboard. Also, Russell is within a second of Norris here. Nobody liked that. It's cool, though, to see such variety at the front, right? Out of the top 8 drivers, there's 6 different cars. 6 different cars? 6? 2 Red Bulls, 2 Ferraris, and then Merc, Alpha, McLaren, Williams. Hey, I appreciate the kind words, Tesna. I'm glad you've been able to kind of catch up with the streams and stuff and then be here today. What's your plan with the FM beta soon? I don't know yet. No, I do know, but I'm not going to say. Chat, when I pick a team to manage and stuff in Football Manager, like, it is a massive business decision. In the same way that picking a team to manage in this game, or what I do with save files in this game, is a big business decision. So naturally, I'm not going to tell you 2 months in advance or a month in advance. They still haven't fixed the helmet designs. Can I be honest here, Evans? If people are genuinely that bothered about the helmets, compared to all the other issues that people are having that this game has, like, if helmets are the straw that broke the camel's back, you're never going to be happy. You'll find something else to complain about. I'm sorry to say. Safina airtime, I know, it hurts me to look at, chat. Also, if I just do this, I'll just pretend I'm a Haas driver. And yeah, I believe there are actually mods to fix the helmets too. I feel like I should be covering the Safina, but at the same time, we could be doing that a lot this season, considering we are the Safina. It's like the equivalent of, are we the baddies? Except it's, are we the Safina? For the patches have worked, is there anything else you'd like to upgrade for the next patch? Patches don't work the first... Well, they can make stuff better, but you don't fix stuff instantaneously in a management game like this. There'll be iterative improvement. My understanding is, whilst there has been some AI changes with the rain, there's still a bit more room for improvement, so I'd like to see that changed. I'd love to see a bit more improvements to team drivers getting out of the way on quali laps. There were definitely a few quali laps I saw in this race's quali where people blocked. And the other thing would be unlapping under the safety car would be nice. Do you think there'll be a world where you could have... Oh my god. Russell's gone wide. And then Magnussen's nearly gone in... Was that Magnussen? No, that's Ocon's nearly gone into the back of Norris.
Oh, they've run wide.
Would never happen with me. Do I think there's a world where you'll be able to have custom liveries? People have already started doing that kind of stuff. I don't know how much that stuff's going to have been impacted by the patch, because it involved kind of changing files in a certain way, and there's a chance that Frontier locked it down a bit more because it kind of wasn't intentional. But people have been able to get custom liveries working in-game. Half the track seems like our drivers now. Too much love-hate always now. I know. I mean, how many of these drivers have we had? Mick, Boucher, Magnussen, Russell, Norris, Piastri. I mean, a quarter of the grid I have now managed. Are we going to be able to hold them back here, do you reckon? Is Norris losing time to Piastri, by the way? Yeah, he is. He's losing about 0.4 a lap. With 5% difference in batteries, in tyres. That's interesting. I mean, Piastri is fast. The issue is he has mistakes in him, I feel like. Pangil, this is the Haas save, but we are now in charge of Williams in it. Is Norris going to be able to hold these guys back to get Piastri points? I think that is what this is going to boil down to now. Norris is doing a good job of defending here, though, with 7 laps left. Is Piastri catching Perez and Zhou, or am I hallucinating? He is No, is he catching? Maybe slightly. What's the interval? Do I want to push for this? You know what? Screw it. Let's go, Piastri. Let's go, Oscar.
Cancel lifting coast for now. Cancel lifting coast for now.
How do I go from Haas to Williams? You can modify your save file if you play on PC by running a special script. You can also randomize the race calendar, which is what we've done here, which is why the first race of the season is in Brazil. I'll be honest, chat, when the game came out, one of my big worries was not being able to change the race calendar. Because I feel like every season, if you start with Bahrain, then Jeddah, then whatever else, like, I feel like that kills a little bit of longevity. Not massively, but it's kind of one of those things where it does just get a bit samey. The fact that we've got scripts now that we can run save files through that allow you to kind of randomize the race calendar or choose a different order of calendar if you so wish. You can actually pick an order if that is something you'd prefer to do. I think randomizing it's a bit more fun. And also like the ability to change teams. You can also randomize stuff like engine performance year to year. Because at the moment in game, I don't think the Mercedes, Ferrari, Renault or Red Bull engines actually change. Which makes sense because in real life they're frozen until 2025 anyway. But there are certain scripts you can run that basically just change the engine value slightly for all the engines, and you could just run that at the end of every year. So there's a little bit of natural evolution with what engines are better. Lando's tyres might be in a bit of trouble here. Also, Piastri is munching.
Back off.
But he is behind now.
Recharge on. Recharge on.
Sorry to ask, but did you reshuffle the race calendar before you had the option to go to the race weekend or on it? You have to do it right at the start of the season, I believe, Dan. I could be incorrect here. Well, that's when I did it, and I know it works then. You have to shuffle the calendar in January.
5 laps to go.
Norris down to 11th. Yeah, chat. We just don't have enough pace. Which, I mean, we know because we're Williams.
And recharge on.
The good news is Norris held up these guys for so long behind that Piastri's actually in a good spot here. So that's nice. Yeah, I'm surprised at how fast our car is, chat. What engine did we pick? Did we pick the Renault engine? Because I think we're going to have a lot of penalties to take through the year because the Renault engine is not good. But I just did it as a cost-saving measure. Yellow flag set to 2. Who's had a moment? I can't see anything. Did someone go wide?
We've just had a car run wide.
Yuki in 15th. Magnussen was in 4th, wasn't he, before he ran wide? I feel like Alpine have got the sick car from last year. Safety car, but why? Why? What happened? Why are we having a safety car now? It's so not right.
Yeah.
Our tyre wear is really bad and we're about to lose the gap we built up. Oh, Yuki's out. That's why. How many laps?
We are free fuel now.
How many laps are left?
Copy.
Is this going to end under safety car or is there going to be one lap of racing?
Copy.
If there's one lap of racing, chat, it's bad because our tyre wear is not good. I think there's going to be a lap of racing here. Please, safety car, don't be coming in. I don't know when it will notify us it's coming in. I mean, good news. There's fuel and stuff to push. Is it coming in this lap?
Let's push here.
Oh my god, it's not coming in this lap. We've been saved. We've been saved. God bless the safety car.
The last lap.
God, but we're going to get points thanks to a safety car that stayed out one lap longer than it needed to. Oh my god, chap. But my whole life flashed before my eyes. We're ending under safety car.
This lap. Safety car is in this lap.
Oh my god. You might get points, but I lost all mine. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Norris got robbed. I mean, yeah, Norris... Imagine if that safety car had come, like, slightly sooner.
I think there's been a lockup.
Albon's locked up during the safety car. How does that happen?
Take a look at the
I know the race is about to
now
end.
Watch this. Here's the moment involving Albon. It's a lockup. And that
imagine if that was Piastri running in the points and he did that on the last corner.
Safety car in.
Great race, everyone.
Yeah, confirm.
Points for Piastri. Points for Piastri. It's a great day. Who pitted the safety car? Biblical scenes at Williams.
A wonderful result here for the Williams driver.
No flute music for a while. Oh, I mean, the prediction is lost. I'd like to apologise. Will both drivers finish in the top 7? No chance. Sadly, the result. That's a decent debut. That's points. 4 points. I'm a bit concerned that our car really isn't very good. So if we go to data view here, I think you can look at some post-race stuff to do with tyres. I don't know where it exists. Chat, there's somewhere here on one of these screens where you can look at tyre stuff, and I can't remember where it is. Where it actually tells you what the Oh, here you go. Oh, is this the practice report? I thought you could do it for post-racing as well, but maybe you can't. Because I feel like I'd get a way better idea. Because these differences don't seem that big. But obviously, it depends on what kind of stuff people were doing. I mean, I guess you can see the average lap time here. So the softs are definitely like 1/4 of a second faster. Mediums and hards don't have a massive amount of difference. But then time lost to degradation per lap you can see here. But this does change race to race. And also, you probably need a bit bigger sample size than one race. As if there's not a is there not a post-race report? I thought it existed for the racers as well, because you'd probably get better data there, having the same data for the racers. Either way, good first race of the season. You know, not great for Haas. Someone mentioned about the development points changing. This is the same as it was before. Oh, Piastri and Doohan have stuff. Happy days. Right. Exceeding expectations. I know, I set those expectations, literally. I love the fact that we have Doohan and Piastri, right? Two very exciting young drivers. And yet, the issue I have is they both have such poor smoothness that every development point we get for the foreseeable future is just going to go on smoothness. There was post-race report under post-practice. Was that actually? Chat, I'm blind. Send help. Send help. Let's just have a look. So our car performance here. Okay, so I mean our car acceleration in DRS is kind of good, and our high-speed cornering was decent. Which, I mean, that shouldn't have been that good at Sao Paulo, but I guess we're not 18th in everything anymore, at least at the moment. Obviously, other teams will bring upgrades. But we're around 13th, which makes us like the 7th best car. And that is a track where top speed doesn't matter as much, which probably helps us quite a lot. There's not a load of straights at Brazil. Have they fixed the development timings? Intense development, same as normal. I believe that's intentional, CJ Ellis. The difference is that intense just costs more money. Right, chat. Let's have a look. So what? Also, does anyone hate the fact it's really hard to spot what message is the one that wasn't read yet? Is that a me thing? I just hit mark all as read. So the calendar for this season, just for people who maybe missed it earlier, so we've randomised the calendar. So we started at Brazil. We have got Austria next, followed by the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix, which I think is that the same slot it is in real life. It's close. I think it's the 4th race in real life. Then we go to Spa-Francorchamps. Then we're in Spain, and it's Bahrain, France. So Bahrain, France, Zandvoort, Miami. They are fair. Well, at least these three are high-speed cornering tracks. We should be okay at them. Then you've got the back-to-back-to-back-to-back four-header of the street circuits. Azerbaijan, Singapore, Monaco, and Miami to kick things off. Do you count Miami as a street circuit? It's kind of a street circuit, right? It is a street circuit. Then you've got the Italian Grand Prix at Monza, followed by the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, and then the British Grand Prix. So that's another set of like high-speed cornering tracks where high speed is going to be really important. Then Hungary, Mexico, Abu Dhabi, Japan, Canada, USA, and then to end the season, we head to Australia. Also, have you noticed how all our former drivers have the fastest lap times at half these tracks? Is kind of funny. Right. Chat, I am going to leave things there for today. I appreciate it's been a bit of a shorter stream than planned. Originally, I wasn't going to stream today because I didn't think the patch was going to be out today. But it's been a lot of fun. I think my plan for tomorrow is not to stream, but I will endeavour to get a video out covering the basics of modifying a save file for F1 Manager, because I think that's something that quite a lot of people probably want to see, and I'm going to get a load of questions about it off the back of streaming this save game. With that in mind, it probably makes sense to make a video that addresses it all, that I can link to you guys and explains it all, because it's a simple process, but it's a process that has to be done correctly. But yeah, I feel like doing a video on that tomorrow probably makes the most sense. So I will be back live on Wednesday, which I hope you guys are looking forward to. That also gives me a chance tomorrow to actually record a video with Alpine, which is another thing that I want to get done today. So yeah, we should have an Alpine video up for Wednesday. I'll probably try and get the mods video actually up tomorrow as well, so you guys can have it, those who need it. Yeah, shall we raid over to someone? I'm just looking at who is live right now. I'm looking for someone with English in their tags who's streaming this game. Dana A. Dana, are you streaming in English?
Just somebody remove.
Yes, they are. They're managing Red Bull. We'll do it anyway. I'll allow it. Chat, they're managing Red Bull. You can definitely convince them to... Okay, there is a copy pasta which I need to show people who are watching the stream on demand. Right, chat, we're going to raid. We're going to raid Dana, who is managing Red Bull. Red Bull. Did the entire race structures change? I have a mod that allowed us to shuffle the calendar. Right, chat, get your copy pasta ready about the democratic kind of referendum that was held. You know, thank you to Mick. The times have been good. I hope you've enjoyed the first race at Williams. It's going to be a chaotic time. And yeah, let's go raid over. I'll see you all over there. Get your referendum spam in the chat. Take it easy. I'll see you all soon.